2 nights in a row. The second night in a row of Dota 2. It is Friday night. This is good. It's Friday night. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. Had a lot of fun last night casting the first week of the playoffs of the Amateur Dota 2 League Season 31. I casted an awesome best of 3 between Lost Generation and the GOAT 5 with my favorite player. Okay, well, one of my top favorite players, Fred. It was quite the cast. It was quite fun. The GOAT 5 carried it 2-0. Moving on to the next round of the playoffs. They're in the lower bracket, so for them it's single elimination at this point. So they're gonna play another best of 3 next week. But Pot of Envy, who I always follow, of course, they did not play last night. They rescheduled their game with Diamond Hands Together Strong to tonight. So that's why we got a best of 3 tonight between Pot of Envy and Diamond Hands Together Strong. I only put part of their name up here because it's really long and it was making it look weird. Sorry, Diamond Hands. Both of the teams have 8 wins. I need to get people together. Tonight I'm joined by 2 co-casters once again. Similar to last week, I think we had Indeed and Harp. So let me figure out how to add people. Start a call. And then I gotta add friends. Who am I adding? Harp. There. Oh, there. Now they're all invited to the group thing. We will see. It's a little bit early. A little bit early.
Oh, is it TriCast again? Pause.
It's a TriCast again. It's Indeed again. Indeed wanted to take part.
Let's go.
Fun stuff. I'm glad you knew it was an hour earlier than usual. I was gonna remind you, but I forgot.
To be honest, I only knew because someone like posted a screenshot of the bracket, and I saw it was at 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm like, okay.
Well, that works out very well then. The bracket looks pretty good. I didn't know that I was gonna lose 2-0. That was crazy.
Honestly, sure. I think people overrate how good IBAT is. So,
do they have like an easy regular season? Cause
what?
they were undefeated until Envy beat them.
I think it's more that people were like, "Oh ho, they have this high MMR mid player. What do we do?" And it's like people at least in Contender and probably Intermediate for that matter don't really know how to like abuse the fact that like, yo, their best player is mid, so what do we do to fucking like run people at him? That's it, right? Or you just pick your mid lane or some hero that just doesn't lose lane. That way they can't snowball out of control, right? But overall, like the entire thing is basically like, if you can play the map correctly, then you can just like run them over, right? It doesn't matter how good their mid is, how good any of their players are. If they can't play the map correctly and you can, then you'll win 9 times out of 10.
It's a team game. Your mid can make it a lot easier for you, and can carry you through the early game and stuff. But it is a team game in the end.
Like I said, like I'm coaching Pot of Envy, right? And I was like going over the game, their series against IBAT, and like there's like so many like little map movements that they could just like do better that would have made the game like 10 times easier. Even in the first game that they lost, there's just like a lot of small things. But they should have their entire team here today. So
nice. I definitely have noticed that about Envy, with the not really being too sure to do like in the broad strokes, like when they should move versus kind of sitting around doing nothing for a while. It's a bit slow sometimes.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm getting my water bottle.
Yep. There's the password. Still having a hard time getting Indeed. I'll let him know to join the call whenever he feels like it. Yeah, so Harb, I know I recapped it last time, but Harb is a player who used to play on TBD last season, who TBD was the previous pot of Envy, but Harb got way too good, of course, and so now he's in the Divine League, which is like 2 leagues up. He's just way too good. So now, yeah, he's too good for us Contender League people. And then Indeed is part of the Pot of Wrath team. I should figure this out. I should figure. Yeah. Oh, there you are.
Hi, Indeed.
Hello.
Hey, Indeed's here.
Hopefully the background isn't too bad. He's still doing it, but we'll see whether or not the background gets annoying.
Wait, I can't really hear anything. Maybe a tiny. Yeah, not really. Good.
That's good.
For those of you that don't know, Indeed, someone at Indeed's place is installing a skylight or something.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a large construction zone, but it's free, so it works.
I'm sure it's good to have a skylight. I haven't had one since I was a kid. I like skylights. When it rains, it's very loud, and I love it.
Oh yeah, it's the what's the thing where people go and like crinkle paper and shit on YouTube?
They go and crinkle paper?
ASMR, that's it. Yeah.
Oh,
rain
that's a good
on
point.
the yeah.
It is kind of like that.
Crusader.
Huh?
Biggie dropped down to Crusader. I was making fun of him for it.
Oh. Oh, Biggie. That's okay. He's gonna prove that it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're just labels.
I'm a Hood Outlaws and Legends player now. By the way.
So it's all balancing out.
What?
Wait, he went up to Legend?
Oh wait, no. No, Biggie's like Crusader right now.
Yeah.
And then, Phantom's still Ancient, and then other 3 are Legend right now. I'm just saying, I think I am a Hood Outlaws and Legends player now. Game came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
today, actually.
okay. A different.
Yeah, it's a new game.
Different game. Not confusing in the slightest.
Sorry for the confusion.
Wait, what's it called? Oh yeah, that one. Okay, I see it.
Good
I've not heard of
good
it somehow.
Yeah, they haven't had that much marketing about it, I think.
Hood, Outlaw, and Legends.
Yeah, and just like saying, like, if you decide to watch the game, like, before, like, to decide if you want to buy it or not, and just, like, I'll let you know, like, watching the game does not do it justice. It is, much more, it's much more intense.
What kind of game is it? It seems like it's saying it's like a tabletop role-playing game.
What?
But also a shooter game.
No. Hood, Outlaws, and Legends, it's like a heist game.
Whoa. Okay.
So currently there's only 4 characters in the game, but basically it's a mix of like For Honor, Assassin's Creed, and Vermintide. It's a PvPvE.
Okay. That's not confusing at all. Okay, I'll have to watch the trailer for it. I don't know how I haven't heard of it.
Only 81% of Google users liked this game. I don't know, man. Sounds suspicious to me.
Not very good.
Only 81%.
Only 81. No user reviews on Steam yet.
Only 3 audience reviews.
I mean, technically the game isn't out until May 10th, but if you buy it right now, you can play it immediately. They're really dumb.
That's logic. I like that,
Yeah.
Okay, it looks pretty. The trailer looks pretty, but trailers, they always make it look way better than it actually is, right?
I would say the trailer is actually really accurate.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing stuff. Wait, is it like a? Is it a real time? Like,
Yeah.
or is it,
Yeah, you're like actually like going up against an enemy team at the same time.
okay, it's not
Doing
like the
it, like,
turn-based
trying
kind of
to-
thing.
No, it's not turn-based at
Okay.
all.
It definitely sets up to like that. It could be one of those, like what are they called? Command and Conquer, whatever those things are where it's turned.
No, it's not even close to what Command and Conquers.
The trailer is giving nothing away. I can't tell anything about the game, the gameplay. It just has a bunch of people going forward and killing people.
The gameplay is like your third-person perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
Like controlling a character, right? So there's like four characters. One of the characters, Robin Hood, basically you're an archer. You have a longbow. One of them's called Marianne. Marion, she has like a small crossbow.
I saw that. Yeah.
Pretty stealthy. Then there's a brawler named John. He's got a giant ass sledgehammer. And the final one is named Took. He's like a mystic sort of person. And he's got a what's it called? Oh damn, I forgot what it's called.
Staff or something? What's a mystic
No,
use?
no, it's
Spellcaster?
like a ball. It's like a ball and chain, basically. I
What?
forget the name of it. It's like like it's a spiked ball with a chain on it, right?
Like a flail?
You kind of like
Like
yeah. That's what it is. Flail.
Why is that? I thought mystic meant like spellcaster, like we do with the staff, not a ball and chain. That's a lot more.
So
dramatic.
his ability is like quote unquote mystical because he's able to like see people and also like heal allies and stuff like that.
You just whack them with your flail and they'll get healed. I love it.
No, it's a ability. It's,
Okay.
yeah, and basically like you're trying. Then there's like the NPCs are a sheriff and his like band of knights, crossbowmen, and scouts that are basically littered across the map. And their patrol routes are generally random in the areas. And you have to steal a key from the sheriff. Then you have to find the vault, grab the chest from said vault, and then extract the chest from the area.
So is it the same, like the same process each time you play, but like different maps and randomized
Yeah.
pathing and stuff? But it's the same, like
Yeah.
the same core goal you have to do. Okay.
Yes, currently, until they add more game modes. And meanwhile, during that entire time, you're going up against 4 other players.
Are you both trying to steal the thing at the same time?
Yeah,
Or are they trying to
both
stop
teams
you?
both teams are going for the same objective.
Okay.
Whoever manages to steal it first wins.
That can be cool. PvPvE. I don't think I've played a game like that before.
It's a very cool game. So,
How much is it?
$30. I think it's actually completely worth it, but
That's not bad at all.
Oh yeah, the lobby is up, by the way.
Yeah.
There you are. Okay, we're all here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Pot of Envy and Diamond Hands decide to do, because I feel like I feel like Pot of Envy, when they're on, they can, like, if GSP gets a good game
Yeah.
and is able to make space and stuff, then like Phantom just free farms like faster than anybody else in the league, and they just dominate. But if like the lanes go poorly for GSP and Phantom, they may just get steamrolled. Like I've seen it happen a couple times as well. So we'll see. I really want to see Pot of Envy like focus on their timings and their goals, and be like, all right, we've got this offlaner with a timing for like 8 to 20 minutes. Let's just make sure he has what he needs. Focus on that lane, draft him something good, and then he'll just control the fucking game for us. And Phantom will come online at 20, and then we just win the game. And I'm hoping that's what they're going to do here. But
we'll see if they took my advice. from their games against IBA.
They've been getting some nice training from Harb.
What was the training advice, Harb? Yeah.
Top secret information.
Top secret information? Is it just cut waves?
What? No.
Oh,
No.
So there's a top secret.
I go a lot more in depth for it than that.
There's a top secret strat that Pot of Wrath has.
Ooh.
Where we gimp our side lanes just to feed creeps to the mid lane. We just go cut waves and then drag them to mid. And we haven't gotten it to work yet, but you might see it at some point soon here.
Maybe because it's a terrible idea. I wonder why you haven't gotten it to work yet. Might have something to do with the fact that strategy is literally impossible to pull off.
Nah, man,
how
it's
surprised
totally
were
valid.
you when you played illegal and there was the killing the thing that was like, there's a bunch of clips of it now where they
Yeah,
killed the
so
tower instantly. I've never
with
seen
the
that in my
distinct
life.
problem. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen anything like that. You know, like you had the Leshraks behind the tier 1 tower a while back, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the problem was that none of us were nearby and none of us had TP available because like there's a cooldown on it. And so by the time the TPs were up, the tower was at 1 or 10% health, and there was no reason to TP in. And we just kind of watched it die,
Jeez.
and then had to figure out what we needed to do from there. And we switched lanes and actually got a decent position. Like I'm talking like it's chess, but yeah, we got a decent position out of the opening. But we were too distracted by the fact someone had tier 1 towered us, and the map was just weird because like suddenly the safe lane's being pushed in way too early, and normally we're the ones pushing their safe lane, and it just became confusing. And then it blew up on Reddit, so it made it like hurt less, but it definitely was a painful game to play. We just were not on our.
Did y'all end up losing it? I didn't actually go watch the rest of it.
Yeah, so what happened was a Beastmaster mid lane, despite all the nerfs, just axed us. And then also this what is it, the grandma with the cookies? Yeah,
Snapfire.
No, none of her abilities matter except for the one that gives you -8 armor and then eats you alive.
Yeah. It's a cool ability.
So like we fought a couple times where Storm almost had an Orchid, and then I went Blink Dagger first and then didn't use it, so I might as well just gotten Radiance or something. And it was just an awkward game because our timings were just off. We were in the wrong lanes. We were confused. It's definitely not the case that like the point of that strat, I don't think, is to get the gold from the tower. It's to just confuse the fuck out of your opponent and then see what happens.
Tilt everyone. Yeah.
You're supposed to create a ton of pressure on the map immediately, right? Because then you make the safe lane inherently like 10 times more dangerous.
Yeah.
Than it should be that early in the game.
I mean, I outlaned whoever was there for a bit, but you know, ultimately, it doesn't matter if your safe laner is not getting anything because he's off lane. Yeah. So we didn't really have a safe lane at that point for our win condition.
Are y'all gonna like change something during your setup at the beginning so you can like be aware of it sooner, or I guess if they have a lineup like that, then you kind of assume they're probably gonna try something.
I think what you have to do is just A, watch for the lineup, and B, if you see the lineup, be ready for it, and if you don't see the lineup and they do it anyway, then just you have to be aware of the fact that you need to just like change your win condition or change how you play as a result, because they're going to be gimping their draft to pull this off, right? Like they had a garbage draft, but it didn't matter because
it was pretty crummy.
we were confused. Yeah.
Gotta tilt everyone enough. I wish I could show the thing, but I haven't set everything up so I can easily show those clips.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun stuff. But then y'all just 2-0'd IBAD. I was like, what? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they weren't hard games. It was just us playing, I think, about as well as we can. I don't know as well as we can, but like as well as we have. Like that was our peak performance of the season, and it just comes from us working hard and thinking about the game more, controlling the right area of the map, focusing on objectives, focusing on what the next thing is, and and it just leads to an easy game that way, so long as you draft lanes which are logical, which we did. So it came up pretty well.
Nice. Congrats for that. Well, looks like
Yeah.
the draft phase has started. So let's do a little intro part. Hey everyone, and welcome to week number 1 of the Amateur Dota 2 Contender League Season 31 playoffs. We've got a delayed game. We're playing the day after everyone else played. A best of 3 between Diamond Hands, Together Strong, and as always, Pot of Envy, who I always follow. I'm joined today once again by Harb and Indeed, both players from other teams in the Amateur League. Want to say hi?
Hello.
Hi guys, I'm Indeed.
Yay.
I'm Harb. People call me Garb though, so you know.
They call you
know
what?
how the Garb. The boys on Envy call me Garbinger.
Garbinger. Okay. Garbinger. There we
Yes.
go. I'm liking
They
Diamond
do be
Hands
like
flag
that.
though. AMC
I really love
GameStop.
that flag. Yeah.
Bitcoin. Bet it all.
I also want to call out Total Drama Peninsula is a hilarious name. Respect.
Total Drama Peninsula. I like it. I like all their names. It's Club in Time.
Total Drama Island. I remember that show.
Mr. Worldwide.
Oh yeah.
There was a show called Total Drama.
There was a show on Cartoon Network called Total Drama Island.
It
Sounds
was truly a terrible
great.
show. It was really
It was-
funny to
It was
watch.
awful.
I missed
It
out
was
on the whole
so
Cartoon
bad.
Network part of my childhood. But I heard about it after the fact.
You did not miss much.
Hey, it's everyone's childhood. It's gotta be something.
And not SpongeBob SquarePants is everyone's childhood. Oh, they grabbed the broken.
Yeah, they are picking heroes really quick, really fast. They know what they want. All their favorites, all really great picks already.
How does Lifestealer do into? I know Lifestealer doesn't necessarily like playing against Lion if he gets jumped on, but like the Snapfire hero, I feel like
Really
he
good.
counters him.
It's really good in the Snapfire, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
The Snap is strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing is like Sapphire, like in and of itself, is a like slow hero, and the fact that Lifestealer is Dual Frenzied, like literally Sapphire will never be able to get away from Lifestealer. Period.
And now they have this Grimstroke, and so every hero that they pick on Diamond Hands or ban has to be focused around like stopping these combos.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
we'll see.
Grimstroke doesn't need the combos in order to be like a strong hero.
Yeah.
As long as like they just have the people to stand in front, then Grimstroke can just go off on his own.
I like picking Phantom's hero early because he can play pretty much everything. If they just have a solid pick, then they can have GSP go off in lane. They can have Snowstorm, get a good matchup. This was a good decision in my opinion.
I'm
Give that
very
to
curious to
Lifestealer
see
early on.
if Phantom gets rage at any of the early levels, because he seems always insistent upon maxing out Ghoul Frenzy and Lifesteal first. But like when you're against lineups with all the stuns and whatnot, it's usually good to pick up a level of rage earlier on. But I don't know.
I mean, he'll most likely be against Sapphire in lane, and currently on Sapphire, you aren't really.
You don't get your
worrying about any
Q.
of the other spells. You do get a point.
Like 1
You
point,
just-
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. So against like Sapphire right now, especially since you're maxing Little Shredder, Rage doesn't really have any purpose. Because you can't dispel minus armor.
Yeah, it's just for the getting jumped on. I
so-
guess we'll see what the other picks are.
Yeah.
So they've banned out 3 different GSP heroes. Does GSP have a hero pool left? Like what else does he play besides
Night Stalker.
Axe and
Yeah.
Centaur?
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker.
So much
that's
Night
right.
Stalker. I think it's like almost always failed, but lots of Night Stalker.
Oh.
Is that an offlane Tusk? What is happening?
I think they're making the Sapphire a flex pick.
Yeah,
Between mid and
3 and 2.
four-
Yeah.
Mid 3 and 4.
Yeah, a Tusk
the
plus
3
Snap is pretty
Sapphire-
scary.
Okay, well the problem is if it's an offlane Sapphire, like if it's a Tusk Sapphire offlane duo, then Lifestealer will have a free lane. Period.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
and they
5?
have and they have a Warlock with a Lifestealer.
Oof.
now,
Yeah,
so
that's
that's even
nothing's gonna
better.
happen there.
Yeah, it's like
I
you
don't-
won't be able to touch the Lifestealer.
Yeah, I don't think Pot even cares which lane the Snapfire Tusk are in. Like
But
they just
isn't that a good combo though? They've got a good amount of stun and good slows. Like they got a solid amount of burst damage they can do.
yeah, the team fight's scary, but like the lanes they don't really care about so much.
Even once they hit
It
level 2
doesn't-
and they get the cookie and the scatter blast and the tag team and the snowball, that's like a lot of slow.
You're right.
so, okay, well, once Sap hits level 2, she'll probably only have Cookie and Little Shredder. Just because right now you're taking Little Shredder first and just maxing it out because of how value it is.
But is there a reason
Little
to
Shredder
in the
tag team.
for like the
Yeah.
early levels?
Yeah, there is 100% reason because you get like -6 armor from those shots.
Yeah.
That's insane early game.
Oh yeah, does every
Especially
shot
when
get
you
the
have
tag team? That would be crazy.
That
Yeah,
would be the combo.
it does affect tag teams.
Okay,
So
that's
those
scary.
two are probably
That-
laning
that's
together.
scary.
That's the 3-4.
That's interesting they pick up Wraith King. I don't like this pick. You're already countered by Lifestealer. If I think
And
Envy just picks up Centaur. Oh wait, no, Centaur's banned. They can just pick up Mars then.
Ooh, Mars. But Night Stalker, that's he likes Night Stalker a lot.
Night
Mars
Stalker's
is
good
just
here,
better
too.
here. Mars is just better here in my opinion.
Hmm.
It works really well with Warlock,
Very true.
and overall, like they, it's a better laner against Wraith King, is what it is. Night Stalker, notoriously known for being weak in lane until
Yes.
nighttime happens.
You get more
Usually just-
initiation from a Mars if you get a Blink Dagger. Or you can just get a ton of sustain from like a Vlad's or something like that and catch him a Yules. So he's just
there-
better for catching.
Yeah,
What?
I was about
Oh.
to say their other option was just to go Underlord, whereas like basically this Wraith King just cannot lane.
That syncs pretty well with Golem and stuff, just some big AoE junk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically you just have this huge ass frontliner that Diamond Hands has no one to actually like get through with right now. So right now Diamond Hands needs to draft some sort of reach, because until
Like Storm.
yeah, Storm is good. Quap was a good ban by Envy in that
Puck.
regard.
Ooh, Puck.
Puck a little awkward because you are.
You get put in the Underlord W, yeah.
Yeah, Underlord is a soft counter to the Puck, so.
They just ban out Templar though,
Void Spirit.
so they
Works.
might want the Puck.
I think it's more than just that it's one of Snow's most comfortable heroes, and
Okay.
that they did ban out the Queen of Pain on Pot of Envy, which has been known to counter the TA in lane.
Yeah.
If you are better skilled than well, it's a skill.
It gives a Sentry, yeah.
But it favors the Queen of Pain though.
They got a lot of stuns on the side of Diamond Hands. A lot of stuns.
Yeah, I'd like Pot of Envy to pick up something that has a stun and can kind of hit towers early, so DK would be nice. Doesn't really care about any of the heroes on Diamond Hands.
Yeah, I'm worried about
another-
Diamond
Death
Hands
Prophet.
rotating.
Death Prophet. I'm feeling Death Prophet. I'm feeling that.
I don't like Death Prophet here because with Tusk, Wraith King, Sapphire, they can kill you really fast. DK just has a built-in armor in order to live through that.
If
I'm liking it
Viper's
against
banned,
the first three though. Like they're very spell dependent. Like they really have to get their spells, or else they're useless. Like a silence.
I'd be
with
worried about
people.
getting blown up on a Death Prophet.
I don't think,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I honestly, I wouldn't want to play Death
Into
Prophet
Lion.
with this.
Okay. Okay.
Right, like, the reason why I say DK is because it provides your lineup jump as well, because it'll naturally build Blink
It's
Dagger,
Blink.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives you tower pressure as well.
I would say
Not
the
to
other
mention-
option is if you wanted to snowball out, that like they've banned out the Viper, and there's a Timber Saw in the pool against 3 strength heroes. It
I
doesn't
don't
fix the
think
problem of
they-
tower push or anything, but it looks fun to play.
Yeah, I'd still rather them pick up the DK here. It's just
Bristle
like,
back.
unlike Death Prophet, no, this isn't a Bristle game.
I
It'd be
mean,
super
every
boring.
game's a
I don't
Bristle
want to see a
game.
DK. DK is so boring. I told you, Death
Oh
Prophet. I knew it.
no.
I don't like this pick.
I love it. I love the pick. It's gonna be great.
It doesn't provide them that reach that Pot of Envy needed, and both teams need to reach for that regard.
So this is, if you're playing with this Death Prophet, what you have to do almost is, if you don't have any reach or any initiation, you just kind of like set up, and then you like set up your wards, you set up your heroes, and you just push a tower with each exorcism.
Yeah, they gotta
Pot
stay
of
together,
Envy's
basically.
yeah,
They've got one
Pot of
game plan.
Pot of Envy's gonna rely a lot on just counter initiation here.
My question for them is, are they going to be able to control, like they have to control a single section of the map, like they can't split up at all. If they split up, they just die to these heroes, right? So they have to like sit there and hold an area, and that might be hard for them. I know it's hard for us and we focus on it, so I don't know if they...
It's weird, it's just kind of weird, right? Because Pot of Envy has to play super careful when their cooldowns are not up.
They have to retreat
So,
after they use Exo.
If they don't have Rock and Exo, then they just cannot fight.
So they just hold an area with Exo, take a tower, back up, and then you do that over and over, and it's kind of this ebb and flow.
Yeah, I just don't like this, because if this game does go late enough, Wraith King can deal with a Life Stealer. Like, you will have no trouble dealing with this Life Stealer.
You'll almost have to pick up the Grimstroke Ags just to deal with the Wraith King.
That, actually, I would not recommend picking up Grimstroke Axe.
Really?
Whoa!
Oh,
It's a bait, because Grimstroke Axe still takes increased physical damage. And it's magic immune, yes, but it still can get one shot by Wraith King.
That makes
Sniper.
sense.
This is gonna be a fun game.
That sniper pick's really good.
Sniper pick makes a lot of sense because, again, Pot of Envy has no jumps, so...
Yep.
Does GSP need to go a Blink Dagger? Like, is this the Blink Underlord game that we've always dreamed of? Blink,
honestly,
or Death Prophet?
Gotta get Atos or something. Yeah.
I actually want to see a Blink Dagger on the Death Prophet here.
Yeah, Blink Death Prophet, just handle their backlines, get your team into the fight, use yourself, and then hope that you can get all your ults off.
Oh god, it's so scary.
I just really don't like this Death Prophet pick. It did not give them what they needed. So...
It'll be a hard game. They're going to have to focus up.
Yep.
So why are 2 of these names in color and the other like 8 are not in color? What is the cause
That
of
is a
this?
great question.
I have no idea.
I see that too.
I think it's because they don't have the tag.
Okay.
Oh, if you don't have don't have the guild thing? I mean the team thing?
Yeah, the team tag. I think that's the reason. I'm not entirely sure.
Another thing is, why has Pot of Envy not changed all their names to PoE yet?
It's because
It's once every 3 months.
No, originally we were planning on like quote unquote like participating in like open quals just for the hell of it, right?
Okay.
And you're when you do that, you're not allowed to change your name until the next DPC season. Like the team tag.
Oh.
And the next DPC season doesn't occur until after TI. So,
Oh jeez.
yeah. Stuck like that until like September, basically.
Well, I think it's great. Always makes me nostalgic whenever they play. Seeing the good old TBD.
Oh, he's got that Lifestealer set.
I love it. All the immortals.
And no, he doesn't have the back. He's not Golden Retriever, so
That's true.
he's weak.
I think I have all of them. I love all of them. So much gold.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some whiskey real quick to watch this game.
Have fun with that.
I don't have the golden back for Lifestealer.
I've got all the golds. Cause they were
Yeah,
all
I think,
from like the TI whatever books, whatever they're called.
Yeah. Battle Pass.
Battle passes, yeah.
Yeah. So on this game, I think overall GME just has a better draft. If they're able to win lanes, then I don't like TBD's gonna the fucking Envy's gonna have a hard time really doing anything on the map just because they have no way to get on top of this sniper. But if they're able to, sorry, say again.
What? Someone said something. I think Indeed. Did you say something, Indeed? I didn't say anything.
I know. Indeed said something. I was trying to. I didn't
Okay.
get it though. This death prophet, like in my opinion, should lose mid though. If sniper basically goes like gets one like value point in shrapnel and then basically just maxes his headshot and take aim, this death prophet will never be able to touch him. And they
Very
don't
true.
have any hero on Envy that actually like wants to rotate. They have very static laners. So
Yeah, I don't know what they're
uh,
gonna do if they can't not lose their lanes. It's gonna be rough. They need team fight. They can't do anything alone. There's so much gank potential on Diamond Hands. As long as they rotate Tusk or Lion, like or Snapfire, they're gonna be able to take out Snow at mid. They're gonna be able to take out anyone. It's gonna be a scary laning phase. I don't know if it'll be okay for them to be as passive as they always are.
So hold
Yeah.
up, who's okay? Volga Vulpix is on the. I think that Volga Vulpix is a really good four. I think he plays very similarly to Burrito in the sense that both of them just like they just make plays, and I think that if he's able to make some plays in this early mid game, you know, maybe they can, no matter what else is happening on the map, like they can just grab some people and kill them with this Underlord. Then that they might be able to claw their way back into the game with like a lifesteal of Blink at some point and run on him. I was worried it was going to be, you know, a 4 Warlock, in which case there wouldn't be as much play potential, but
Ugh. Are they gonna have enough damage though? Because to get blinks, they need to be able to blink and then take out someone like instantly. Can they? They can take out Lion, sure, but you can't really take out Tusk that easily or Snap.
So
looks like
no, the point of the blinks isn't that you blow up someone immediately. The point of the blinks is that way you're able to get on top of their backline. That way you don't have just like a sniper, Snap, and Lion just sitting in the back, dishing out damage without like anyone even touching them.
they're smoked up
Right
here.
now, yeah, they're just gonna do this 5-man
There's
smoke around
smoke. Oh, they're
there.
gonna go all the way.
Yeah, they won't find anyone, but like we've seen like a lot of teams in DPC, specifically Liquid, doing this a lot. Especially if your level 1 is very strong.
Their poor little courier is following them on the backside.
Yeah, Sniper forgot to buy the rest of his apparently he's starting full Wraith Band.
Oh, whoa, straight up.
Yeah. That's
I
a
mean,
cool looking courier though. Can I just like that's like a spider pumpkin. I like that.
That's
It's
legit.
6 legs.
Courier
6
is
legs.
Speed Demon.
From Dire Tide?
Speed Demon is the best courier, don't at me.
My favorite one is the cat one because it's a cat. Even though it's the one that came with the battle pass. It's still a cat.
Cats are good.
And it has a
Isn't that
ball of
right,
yarn.
Ember? Oh, I scared my cat by touching him because he was sleeping.
Well, nothing dramatic happened with the big smoke, but they had a lot of fun doing it. And we got to watch
They
the
were
courier.
real tense. Their heart rates were up there, you know, they just lost years in their life.
They were just waiting for someone
Never
to come up.
smoke.
Yeah, so it looks like they're gonna make this a Tusk 3. So, Life
Quelling Blade. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just you don't need to make the Snapfire a 3 to be like
Oh, no.
powerful. Like this guy just little shredder plus the Blightstone.
There we
That's
go, little
-8
shredder.
armor.
Oh, but
Yeah,
it wasn't within range of tag team. That was a bummer.
No, Phantom knew. He's aware of this combo. He was waiting.
There we go.
Phantom is a very hard person to lane into because he's like a good player. He's like the one guy who, like, I guess there are a couple, but like he's one of the main ones who I just don't want to lane against. Like, he's just good.
He's
and
come a
Biggie
long
just-
way since the
yeah.
just always being the offlaner.
Biggie just blocked the camp there. Good job, Biggie. He's gonna come in and heal Phantom before Phantom dies, hopefully.
Oh,
very
and
far
Phantom, they're
starting.
not in time. Well, first blood drawn by Omo on Phantom. Shadow word onto Snapfire, but it's not going to be enough. Snow is doing a bit of harassment at mid though onto R-God7. Who's going to maybe max out Shrapnel first to keep DP off of there. Instead of take aim. There's Shrapnel.
DP's either gonna want someone to gank this guy early on, or he's just gonna ditch this lane later on, because this is not a fun lane to play into. You just push up the wave, and then like just ditch the jungle, starting at like level 3, level 4.
I already explained this, but like Pot of like he's gonna have to do that because Pot of Envy literally has no hero in like on their team who wants to rotate. They have really static laners. So again, the mid lane is just going to be left on this island. Period.
Yeah, Grim's like the only one who could rotate because GSP will be perfectly fine. But it's just Grim though, it's not going to do that much.
At least bottom lane there,
Oh, here
definitely
we
not
go.
losing.
Snow is going in, but Spirit Siphon is doing like squat.
It's level 1.
But
It's
at
super
top,
weak.
Warlock gets wrecked.
He's pulling, Warlock's pulling both of them away from the lane, so that's whatever. To be honest.
Yeah, that's a
Space
very
created.
biggie thing. You get out of position, but then you somehow live long enough to like piss off the other team. And then Phantom just gets levels and free farm during that time. He is playing back though, because he's going to just get little shredded again. He doesn't want to. Does Rage remove like that minus armor? Does it go through? No. Okay.
Minus armor is undispellable.
So GSP is pushing in this bottom lane here. I wish that they, I guess they did just deward that camp,
Up
so they're
Inkspell
going to be able to.
onto Gaderis, and it does connect with the Firestorm, and down goes
Nicely done.
Gaderis. Is it Gaderis? I like Gaderis. It sounds cool.
Good at us.
That's probably what it
Gaderas?
is, honestly.
Good at us. Yeah.
Oh, and
So I
Sniper,
like the fact that they're cutting this lane here.
our God 7 almost died. Oh no! Phantom dies for a second time at top. It's just too powerful. Little Shredder with tag team Snowball. Biggie is dropping pretty low too, but there's the Fatal Bonds, and they're not going to risk it.
Yeah, it's level 2 tag team.
He needs to get a brace in this lane.
Yeah, level 2 tag team, level 2 Little Shredder. That's just messed up.
It's not fair. Yeah, I like what GSP is doing here. This is exactly like probably what Harp was telling him to do. Like this is a good play. They can 2v1 this Lion and just kill him over and over and get all the farm that they ever want with these level 2
So much
Firestorm.
damage.
Well, honestly, the main thing is Lion's not going to be able to contest him, right? So eventually Grim can just fuck off top, and then it just like help them against the Snapfire Tusk lane.
Or based upon how well Snowstorm's doing mid, he's outperforming his like
I'm impressed.
expected role here. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sniper went the wrong build in my opinion. Like he's maxing out shrapnel first. If you
He
just
just needs
go
some more headshot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just want headshot, take aim. Then,
Last hit.
Yeah, and then she won't be able to approach you at all.
Yeah, Sniper's skilled the way you would if you were wanting to ditch the lane himself. Like if you just like strap to the wave, go shrapnel the camp, come back, shrapnel the
Well,
wave.
Firestorm Cookie does not quite connect onto Phantom. Well, isn't getting like maxing shrapnel? It's like isn't a good way to zone out your opponent if you just put it in the right place at the right time. Then you kind of force him out of the lane.
Yeah, but you kind of Go for it.
The problem with it is that you naturally push in your lane as well. So there's like downsides to it.
Oh, they snowball in
Like,
on the
yeah,
Phantom, the
you'll,
tag team, but there's a little
He just got
Shredder,
level
and Snapper
4,
Cookie
he's at
does not
rage.
hit as well, but the little Shredder's going to be up in a second. There it is. They're going on to Phantom. Phantom has Shadow Word on him. He's surviving. He does get a point of rage so we can get out, and they take out Total Drama Peninsula in the end.
That was very well done by Phantom and Biggie there.
Well played.
But never underestimate that level 2 Warlock heal. That is a lot of damage negated.
And the timing was so fortunate that Snapfire Cookie was off. The Firestorm Cookie was off cooldown, or was on cooldown, and so was Little Shredder, so they couldn't get the initial burst onto Phantom.
Got a weird choice by them to dive tower there though.
They're already ahead. They're winning whatever they want. They could just start pulling. Though Biggie has blocked this camp, like they cannot just start pulling because they don't have any sentries for it.
Oh, they go for it on the Phantom, but he has Rage. I'm so glad I got the level 1 Rage. Oh, it
They
doesn't.
missed
The Rage,
shards.
the Rage removed the Little Shredder stacks,
It'll-
not
it'll
the
remove,
Blightstone.
Yeah,
Tag
it won't
team.
remove Blightstone. It can. I think Little Shredder is dissolvable though. So.
GSP is super far ahead bottom. He's pushing in, but he's not protecting this catapult here, unfortunately.
35 last hits.
Yeah, no, he's got like plenty of creeps under his belt.
And Snow's
Hopefully he
got
can turn this into
27.
something.
Snow has haste. Snow rotating top. He's rotating. Snow, you've come so far. I am so happy. This is amazing. Exorcism is up. Do you
Does
want
he
to pop
drop the
it?
ult?
She
Oh,
pops
yeah.
it. Here we go. Fatal Bonds comes out. Little Shredder is there. Are they gonna snowball in?
This is a sad lane to rotate into. Let's
Firestorm
be real
Cookie?
here.
Can they do it
You
though?
can dive.
Okay,
You can dive.
Total Drama Peninsula is gonna go down. Yep, not enough time to get the Scatter Blast off. Snowstorm is dropping crazy low, but they're gonna be able to get Omo underneath the tower. Phantom is taking some hits, but no big deal.
Where's
Snow-
Sniper's TP? That whole time, he could no one TP to save them from this dive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
any
it's
TP would have
because,
worked, but there's no Lion doesn't have a TP. I don't know what happened.
Cypher doesn't have a TP because he walked back to base because he is super low. one time. So then it just
Oh,
TP'd
Ink
back.
Spell does not quite connect. They almost took out Lion.
And then
Oh,
Lion
and
went
there's the
down.
Firestorm and the
He's dead. The value point.
attempted TP.
He's not
but
too greedy to not go Pit of Malice.
Yeah, and now Tusk doesn't have a TP, so.
That was a
I-
huge
yeah,
turnaround, shift in momentum there. 2 very satisfying kills. Or 3 very satisfying kills.
Phantom's behind, but not by a lot. I think that based upon the CS right now, if GSP itemizes correctly, I don't know what's correct in this game, but if he does itemize correctly, he can just control like just a side, and they will have to like just deal with the fact that towers are getting pushed constantly.
Yeah, I mean, he's going the right choice. Just go Greaves and then go Halberd after.
I would be worried mainly about the sniper, because like he wants to just sit in lane and put like his firestorm down and then just like pressure something, and sniper doesn't mind just TPing in and like handling him, so they're going to be ready for that. So sniper gets big, but sniper's so far behind he doesn't care about sniper TPing in right now.
Yeah, I just this build that Sniper's doing is hurting him because of it. So
He can't CS as well and doesn't have the same damage output he'd want to. Yeah,
He's jungling.
he's also
and you
finally
didn't-
jungling.
Yeah. So what's everyone
so
doing?
it's
Snowball onto Biggie, they catch him out. Ice Shards, Little Shredder with tag team, so much damage, down goes Biggie. But now Phantom got some last hits, got some space.
Phantom's got level 6, he can escape whenever he wants into
And
a
now,
creep.
now he's good.
They
He's
can't
good.
kill him anymore.
And he already leveled up Feast. Oh, but he missed the last hit. Phantom.
That said, he's kicked. I don't know, man.
What
I
are you?
think you
Oh,
gotta
Little
kick him right
Shredder's.
now hard.
Jeez, so much damage. Tag team Snowball, and he infests into the creep.
He's fine.
He's good. Yeah, you want to try to attack me? I got
Go bottom,
a lot of
to be
HP
honest.
for a creep.
Vulpix is
I
playing with fire.
wanna-
Vulpix is dead.
And wow, Inkspell does not. Okay, that was unfortunate. Was he just looking around?
He was
Yeah, he's
not
probably
aware
looking.
that the sniper was there. He was just playing around with the lion, and then sniper showed up and murdered him.
Jungle and Sniper.
Sniper's going for Maelstrom this game, right? Like I would almost 100% pick up Maelstrom over like the Mask of Madness.
Yeah, no, you go Maelstrom. Standard build. Sniper's just
Oh,
a
they're
bad
going on
hero
to
in
Phantom's
lane.
Raging Forward. They're going on to the Snapfire, but fires some quick away. With the Shadow Word, they're hoping they can get Fatal Bond's damage, but is it going to be enough? She TP's out. Oh, if they get more
Ugh.
damage onto Tusk, that would have been enough.
If only they had a ranged hero. No, this is...
Drow. Oh, Omo, the
They're
Inkswell
gonna
forward.
kill
Omo
us
doesn't have
now.
any mana for a Snowball, and down
Great
he goes.
rotation from Vulpix. Yeah, this is a good move. Like you were saying, Harb, like GSP is just totally fine in this top lane. He's doing okay in their bottom lane, and so Vulpix can just rotate and kill people.
There you go. Securing the rune.
He's not firestorming it though, dude. You got mana boost. Just firestorm that wave. Push it in.
Never.
He doesn't need to.
Mid lane though, the snowstorm's getting rotated on by this lion.
Exorcism is in pop. Lion hits the stun. There's the.
Oh,
Tusk with
he's
the-
dead.
Oh, but the shards pushes her out. Is she gonna be okay? She's got a stick charge. She pops it. She's got the boots, and she survives. Thank goodness
Refuse raindrop,
for-
baby.
Yeah,
Always buy
raindrop.
it.
Vulgar Vulpix is here. Ink spell out onto Omo. Omo's gonna get hit, but probably
That's a level
perfectly
5
fine.
offlaner.
Be
This
careful,
guy's
Vulgar
getting
Vulpix.
wrecked.
Be careful. Tag team with Sniper and the Shrapnel, and she goes down. Oh, poor Grimstroke.
Wait, where's... Oh, GSP's mid lane now, but he has a full mech.
Whoa.
If he had been pushing that bottom lane there, like, they can't even rotate the lion like that. And Snowstorm don't have to worry about it, but...
No, they can rotate the line like that because Wraith King doesn't care about the Sun Ruler.
But they get
It's
punished.
Farm jungle.
Yeah, but they lose their tower for it. Like, either they rotate the lion or they lose the tower, like...
No, yeah, they need to rotate the line in order to protect that mid tower for sure. It just like they're allowed to do this because Wraith King isn't going to be in the bot lane anyways. So.
Yeah. I really do want them to start taking this bottom tower, though, with, like, this catapult wave, like...
It seems like they could
They
really
need-
easily. They've got the good push. They've got GSP.
They need to rotate Lifestealer and Warlock down there.
Yeah.
Snowball onto Phantom. He doesn't pop the rage, but he pops it. But after he gets punched, and then feast into the creep, infest into the creep.
That's a good deny right there. This man is just denying catapults.
There you go. No pushing for y'all.
But can he last hit? That's the real question. He does this thing where he likes to last hit from creeps.
Let's see if he
It's
can
like
do it.
his
I'm
favorite
watching.
thing.
Oh,
Nope.
they didn't deny it. He could have done it.
Like he's full health. He's
He's
just
been
last hitting
taking a lot of
from a creep
damage,
right
stuck
now.
onto the tower, gets hexed up. Has Firestorm, but he is getting wrecked. He pops the mech. He's got the stick. He drops the Pit of Malice. Can they catch up to him? Stun up in a bit. The Lion has a stun. GSP pops the ult. Biggie goes down meanwhile on the top. Stun does not hit GSP, and GSP gets stunned, but he gets Ubered out of there just in time. Looks like they're going in on
top
top.
lane,
They
they-
kick out Snap, and Omo is soon to follow.
They didn't respect the catapult containing a lifesteal. Like they saw him enter it, but they did not expect him to leave it, and then they just got gone on.
Did they just like, were they trying to like destroy it, and then
They were just
Vulgar
chilling
Vulpix showed
around
up?
it. They let it walk into the three of them, like the two of them. Like the
Okay.
catapult just walks into them. They're like, ah, it's a catapult.
I
and they
suppose
die.
it's like a fast thing, so it can be surprising how fast the infested creep is.
And then they use the fact that Underlord is huge to allow Vulpix once again to just rotate and like get the last kill there. They have this lead. They have a pretty good gold league at this point. This is kind of what they were looking for. If they were going to win this game, this is how they were going to do it.
GSP is just so strong. He Ubered back and with his ult, and then he just TP back in, and he's all good.
Oh yeah, that's the strat.
Here we go, Phantom. Time to go in. Tag team pop with Rage and the thing. There's the Soul Bind. There's the Golem. They're
Oh
going all
my
ham
God.
on these heroes. Inkswell finishes the stun. Not enough time to snowball. They both die. Just after they got back to lane. TP in by Sniper. What is Sniper going to do against the Golem and all this stuff? He's only got one charge of shrapnel.
He's just setting up for 15 seconds from now. Don't worry.
He's got a high. He's got to be so... Okay. TP in by Lion.
creeping in too.
They can
They
totally
shoot
defend it.
well.
They're
Biggie
just
with
so
the
strong.
shovel there for the mango.
Shrapnel goes out. Oh, but Inkswell with the rage. Oh, Phantom, you went the wrong direction. You should know magically where anyone is.
Sniper attacked him. He should have known, but it's whatever. They got mid tower.
Mid tower though, Snowstorm
Nice.
without the ultimate. He has his Exo still. They have bottom tower to take, probably without Exo again. But then like they can take whatever they want after that.
Bottom tower's almost done.
Yeah.
GSP's just whatever. I'm good. He'll
I
probably
want to
have
see
freeze
Lifesteal
after this.
rotate out and like give that lane to someone else
Oh, it's
because
so
he's
mean.
needs to be in farm mode.
He mouses just so that
He's
he
got
can get the
armlet.
last
He needs
hit.
to fight with armlet. He can't be. You can't farm with.
You
armlet
can't farm
on
with
Life
armlet?
Stealer. Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's a fighting build. If you want to farm on Life Stealer, you go Maelstrom.
So what's the next objective then? If they're trying to farm or trying to fight, like where are they trying to force it?
Snowball forward
Uh,
onto Vulgar Vulpix
They
with the
can
shards.
go bottom.
Not close enough.
Because
Oh,
I'm just worried
they
this
will
red team's
response
just gonna
onto
free farm.
Phantom. Phantom investment in creep just in time, but it creep's about to die, and then he comes out, and then he's gonna get wrecked. Armlet toggling like crazy, but there's 5 heroes there. Exorcism hasn't popped. Inkswell gets Phantom away. Phantom's perfectly fine. Fatal Bond's doing so much work, so much damage. There's a stun out onto Snowstorm. Everyone is just so low on the side of the other team that I can't remember their name. Down goes Omo. Down goes Sniper, about 2 in a second. Down goes Gudaris. Down goes Total Drama Peninsula. And every single side, Fatal Bond is just doing freaking havoc on them. Wraith King is
Ult
probably
on
going to lose
his
his first life, maybe. Snow gets the Yules out. Gets the
They
silence.
can't kill him.
Oh, what a silence! Oh, nearly got him.
That would have been just so clutch. Just kill everyone.
He's got his reincarnation on everything. So like I want to see Envy go down here to take this tower and then just like go.
Go take over the
across
triangle.
top and then, and then take Roche.
That was so
they do
good.
have their ultimates down, so they do have to be careful. But
But the
I don't
Golem wasn't
understand.
even used, so Golem will be up pretty soon.
that's true. I don't understand why they're trying to fight. I guess the Wraith King has this armlet, so he wants to fight as well. But like, Lifesteal is just bigger, and Wraith King just needs to farm and get big for the late game. Like this Sniper right now has a farming build. The Wraith King has a fighting build. I'm not sure what they're doing, but it's not like coalescing well.
I think it's
Oh,
just
they
more
go
of a
on
misunderstanding of what they, need
Biggie
to
and
do.
Biggie created some space. Very-
It's
very
just
nice.
Biggie overstaying his welcome there.
Phantom, wait, that wasn't Phantom. Someone just pinged out nothing.
They are
They're gonna
going for
find
bottom
out-
lane.
Yeah, they're gonna get a lot of stacks too, though. Oh, no,
Whoa,
one
so much
stack.
stacks.
Only one stack there. But yeah, if they can take this bottom tower and then take the mid tower, they can rotate that into Roshan.
Mr. Real Wise got to be careful.
Yeah.
He's all alone, with GSP and Vulgar Vulpix. It'll take a while to kill him if they can, but
No, he should be dead.
Snow
to
is
be
there
honest.
too. Like they can just kind of start tilting that way.
They know he was on the lane, and Vulpix is gonna run into him because Wraith King's just gonna run through the lane instead of hiding in the trees. It looks.
Wait,
like...
shouldn't he go hide in the trees? Like shouldn't he?
Yes, he should. Yeah, he should go hide in the trees, but it looks like he's just gonna run back through the lane.
Let's see if he rethinks
So-
his life during this pause.
What should GME's plan be right now? Like, what should they be trying to do? Because I feel like the sniper's behind a little bit, and he has a farming item. The Wraith King has this armlet. Should they like be making space with Wraith King while Sniper just farms up the whole triangle?
The way, no, so the way it goes about this, it's kind of similar to a game that TBD had last season when I was playing on the team.
Okay.
And we had lost every single lane. It was against Grin Reavers. It was the second game, I believe. It might have been the first game. We lost our lanes hard, and we were basically getting pressured across the map like this.
Yeah.
Sort of. And basically, all we did was, like, I just straight up told my team, like, we're avoiding fights. Period. We are not fighting at all.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's all that GME needs to do. If they can kind of if they can just avoid
Delay.
fights, yeah, it's basically just run around the map, farm as much as you can, cut waves and stuff like that. Then
Because they have these two heroes. Like the Tusk has a blink dagger. He's in his head. He's like, I've got this blink dagger timing. I need to start going.
It was good
So
timing
they
on
just need
Blink
to
Dagger.
dodge though. I guess you dodge and then you like. Do they take pickoffs as they see them, or is it more of just like straight up just farm and hide?
It's basically just farm and hide for the most part. If you can
Okay.
cut waves and basically force Envy to chase you around,
Yeah.
then
Like Phantom did to us. Yeah, I recall this.
yeah.
That hurt. Yeah.
Only one game.
Yeah. Basically, if you can force him to chase you around, then that's worth. Like,
Yeah.
like you basically create a lot of space while you're also farming.
I'm really impressed by that fight that Pot of Wrath, or not Pot of Wrath, Pot of Envy managed to win top. I think that was the linchpin for if they win this game. That was the key to them winning it, is taking that one big fight where they manage to get an objective right after. They kill everybody, they get all their combos off, and they're just going to fight around that same combo over and over.
If Phantom
Especially-
surviving was a huge thing. If Phantom didn't survive,
Oh,
it
yeah.
might have been bad. But they went everything on him, and he did not die.
He had armlet toggles, man. Like,
So good.
yeah, he's just too good. Like, you don't want to play into this dude. He just fights really well, and he farms really well, and playing against him sucks.
He's going
You know,
boring
some-
build though. He's going
Some
Halberd.
so-called S tier carries, like they you know, you don't worry about playing against them because they're not actually S tier. But this guy, I would put him up there at S tier easily. He's scary.
Well,
You hear that, Phantom? S tier.
I
He
made,
is
him
biased.
into- I made him into that. It's still working on it. There's a lot of things that Phantom needs to work on.
I'm sure. I'm just fanboying because
Well,
I haven't played against him and lost. You know, I can't not.
I'm just pointing out, like, there's a lot of things that he does wrong that you guys probably don't realize that he's doing.
I'm sure.
Just
sure.
everyone gets their props. Everyone is doing great.
No
in their own
one in this
special
game,
way.
Hate Phantom.
this game has had no mistakes in it yet from either team.
They've been
Honestly,
playing exactly as well as they needed to play. They've been playing
This is-
perfectly.
yeah, I
Whoa.
think that Team Secret actually took over one of the
Snow
teams.
fall forward onto DP. DP is just getting sun and snap viral. Finally, we got kisses coming out for like the first time I can remember. And Snow goes down 4-time streak ended. For some reason, you said that they were gonna go on Mr. Worldwide, but for some reason, Vulgar Vulpix and GSP went up and didn't go on, and then for some reason DP went down, all by herself for no reason, and then I don't know what just happened. That was
It was a
weird.
tactical pause so they could talk about the game.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Tactical pause, feed by Snow.
Yeah. So no, I think Snow had one idea and the rest of them had a different idea. So like they all backed up and Snow stayed. That was essentially what happened there.
I
Everyone makes
remember
a
last
mistake
season
once.
there were quite a number of tactical pauses. Vulnerable Focus got stunned, get Finger of Death, and then Sniper ulted, and then Little Shredded.
That's why
I
you
don't
need
know
to have
why
it.
they're not trying to defend their tier 1 mid here.
It's a really
Oh
important
god, they
tower to
go
have
for
all
it
their
again
ults.
onto Biggie.
Really
Biggie's perfectly
awkward.
fine. Snow is here though. Snow is
Phantom?
here. Phantom gets stunned to death. He's got Rage. He pops Rage and he runs away. But there's Pitted Mouse onto 2. There's Golem onto 2 as well. There's Spirit Siphon on the Sniper. Sniper's gonna go down. Down goes Gadaris or
Gadaris is right.
Gadaris.
Yeah,
I guess,
Gadaris.
And everyone
I
else
guess it doesn't
extracts.
matter. I guess it doesn't matter if you don't have a jump if the enemy sniper is
Standing there, right clicking, yeah.
And the Sniper is just not able to get out, not able to dish damage out. Just kind of shrapnel and then run and then get caught.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Like, they just keep doing this thing with Phantom where they like put him out there and they just have a little bit too little damage to kill
They make
him.
it really close. He plays it really close, make them feel like they have a chance, and then no, I was just kidding.
The problem is they weren't all hitting Phantom there, right? They weren't all hitting the Lifestealer, so yeah, he was able to live through the burst damage.
Who was not him the lifestealer? Was it like
Sniper
testing
wasn't.
to ult?
So Sniper wasn't hitting him. Lion didn't throw out a stun or a hex onto the Lifestealer.
And the Tusk had already blown his punch on Biggie on the backside too.
I believe that he had started with Hex, but yeah, that makes sense. They just didn't fully chain
the other
him.
thing is, the other thing is, I'm pretty sure they didn't have Finger there too.
Yeah, they did not have Finger.
Yeah, they used it on vulnerable picks. Well, they're pushing this tower, but okay, Rage has popped just in time. GSP is kind of alone, but Snow's here. Everyone's here. Fireside Cookie gets him out of the Inkswell. Punch onto Snow on the backside. Fatal Bonds hits on the 3 with the 3. Firestorm and Pit, and they are just melting each other down. Down goes Gadaris. Sniper is going to be maybe soon to follow. Nope, he's getting Shadow Worded. Why is he coming back? Okay, down goes Vulnerable Picks. Snapfire's here with the kisses. Hitting onto everyone, but gets rooted. Still doing a lot of damage. Wraith King goes down, loses the first life. Snapfire is making so much space. Snow is here. Spirit Siphon and Mr. Worldwide. There's the Yules. Phantom's going to be here in time. Can they get the slow? Yep, they get the slow and the Shadow Word onto Wraith King.
I'm
Wraith
calling
King is
PETA
getting
because they're killing a Pitbull right here.
kited so hard. Oh my goodness. It's okay though. Total Drama Peninsula is alive. We're good. Cut the wave, and then no TP for 10 seconds.
He doesn't have Skyblast. He can't cut the wave. This
Oh,
is
wait,
a full
what?
oversight. He should
Why
have
is there no-
rolled Skyblast max to be able to cut this wave right now.
Yeah, you should have prepared for this. Forget all the kills you got before.
Wrong build. You need to have 1 point in Scatter.
You do kind of need 1 point. It's good
Even
burst.
at level 10.
And it's the same amount of slow like at level 1, right? As it was.
Yeah.
The slow doesn't scale. It's a damage that scales.
They're going for this high
Snow,
ground.
why
I
are you
don't know,
taking
maybe
so
they
much
should take the
damage?
rush on.
Be careful, there's a stun and the punch. Snow, why were you playing it so close to the earth? That's okay. Inkspell on the GSP with Tusk over there. Golem hits on the 3 with Fatal Pawns. Gadaris dies as always. I feel so bad. Down goes Omo in the pit, and then the Golem just gets wrecked because the Golem
So
is
this is a traditional Legend player mistake that we make sometimes too. Like we made it last game against Ibad. It's where you like feel strong, and so you go try to push a high ground with that Aegis. And so that means that they can't take Aegis now until they have another Exorcism up. So they're gonna have to just kind of like play more passively, control the map a little bit, and then take Aegis, and then go grab that bottom tower.
Yeah, they could have gone high ground there. That's mispositioning by Snow.
Well, I thought they could have done it if like GSP was the frontliner, but for some reason Snow was taking all the tower and was the one in the very front. I don't really know why.
Yeah, no, it was just a mispositioning by the Death Prophet there.
I guess it's
They
like it feels like a risky play when you don't have to make a risky play.
It's not really risky if Lifestealer is the main person hitting it because he always has rage.
Oh,
and he
Hex
has
on the
defense,
GSP,
so-
snowball forward onto Vulgar Vulpix in the backside. Pit hits on the 2. Phantom is rage. Down goes Vulgar Vulpix, but gets the snowbind. Soulbind not just in time. Down goes Gadaris. GSP dropping a little bit low. There's a Halberd onto Wraith King. Mortimer's Kiss is flying in, doing so much damage. Phantom has to be super careful. Rage or Feast is not up. Infest is not up. Down goes Phantom. 3 times streak ended, but another pit again onto 3. Down goes the first life of Wraith King. Sniper ult onto GSP. Wow, so many streaks ended.
They didn't have their ults up, and they took a fight.
Going for that tower was a
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah.
Soulbind was
They
up,
just
but
gotta wait.
what's Soulbind gonna do? They don't have any targeted spells really, except double Fatal Bonds. Does that work? Because that'd be pretty legit.
Should Snowstorm be going
Uh,
for BKB or this
Yeah, he
this
should be getting
Shiva's?
it. He needs both, to be honest.
He's getting bursted, so I'd say BKB first, then Shiva's.
That's what I would do as well. He probably feels like there's more physical damage coming out though.
Perhaps.
Which is probably true. Their main
There's a
source
lot.
of magic damage is just a
These
lion.
kisses have been doing a lot in the past couple fights. Like she's been off to the side and like getting full duration kisses off onto everyone. It's done a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's just again the fact that they don't have any jump on the side of Dire.
Yeah.
Is
just
Phantom
like you
going to
said.
get a Blink Dagger after this Desolator?
No.
Or maybe he goes
He-
Basher into Blink?
He should just get AC and Scotty. Just tank up.
How do you
More
get onto
tanky.
the Sniper then? Do you just rely on him positioning poorly, or is there another way to do it?
I mean, at this point, you just have your, from what I've seen so far, since this guy has gone for Mask of Madness instead of Force Step, he does have it queued up now, though. You just pop Exo on your Death Prophet, throw
And run at
Exo
him.
on her, and then, yeah, just run at him.
Right,
I think
so that's true.
I still want to see Blink on the Death Prophet, though, or just find the Sniper Gale.
It's hard because I like the Solar Crest. Okay, yeah, she picked up the Boots of Travel. Now she definitely wants to just get BKB and run through everybody.
Do it. Whoa.
was-
Grimstroke's getting Lotus.
Yeah, that's a good choice as well. They just they do need a lot of armor on the side of Pot of Envy to the insane amount of physical damage that's coming out of Diamond Heads.
That Lotus is gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be really important. So you can cast it after
Oh, they're
Snowball has
smoked.
already launched.
The ults are back up. They're smoked. They're gonna go.
Here we go. 5 ults. Here we go.
The
5
BKB
green little
timings are
dots.
not out yet on the other team.
Infest into Snow. Snow is so fast. 550 movement speed. The smoke has been dropped. Silence on the snap. There's the shards to push out. There's this Yules. Hex onto there. Whoa, Phantom pops the Rage so early, wants to take out Lion before she can do anything, but Rage is about to wear off and the sun goes in. But down goes Snapfire. Golem has been dropped. So much damage. Buyback by the Tusk. Snapfire also died. First life of Wraith King has been lost. I don't know where Phantom is. Phantom's kind of running away. There's a slow from Warlock. Another pit once again onto
Sniper's
everyone.
dead?
Sniper
No,
is
okay.
somehow still
didn't
alive.
focus
Barely.
him.
Phantom is barely alive. Arma toggling. Golem is going to go down. Inkswell from the Golem hits on the
Alright,
2.
Inkswell.
Oh my gosh. Die back by Gadaris maybe. I forgot if someone already bought back.
Only Tusk
Oh.
got back.
That was okay. That was not a
Good
dieback.
die, though.
Take Roche from that though.
Okay.
They have to go quick though. Phantom's farming creeps instead.
Well, what else would you do? You gotta farm creeps. That's way
Oh
better.
yeah,
than
100%. He's still at it. He's finishing it off. He got them.
Oh my gosh.
That's a total Ryan move there. Our carry just like
That's just a carry player mindset. So.
yeah. You
Oh,
see
they
creeps.
snowball
you
forward
farm the creeps.
onto Biggie. Biggie is tankier than they think. Can they take him off? Inkswell, is it gonna be
This
enough?
is a mistake.
And they do. They finish it off. Biggie's gonna go down with the kisses. Another full duration kisses, but they take out. Oh, Wraith King, you don't have reincarnation. They force that forward to get pit onto Total Drama Peninsula. Oh my goodness. The kisses, were they worth it? You took out Biggie, but you lose your life in return.
Their beekeepers are coming up soon. What are they doing?
Oh, wait, someone else has died.
That's a bit of a
Snow with DD just.
misunderstanding from Diamond Hands as to how tanky Warlock is when he has Holy Locket. So
Holy Locket.
Holy Locket super value on Warlock, especially since he has Shard now too.
And
Yeah,
there's
and-
Same amount of heal.
Honestly, even if they kill the warlock, who cares? Because you just got murdered by 3 people still. Like that.
there's no one like
even
it
Their
could kill them.
timings are so close. Like they almost have this 4 staff. They almost have BKBs on 2 heroes. Just wait. Just wait a little bit. The ult wasn't up from Wraith King. That was not a good fight to take. They just need to be more patient.
Well,
To
they
be
got
fair,
50.
they did not. They could not allow Envy to get the Aegis.
It was a catch-22.
Yeah,
But
there's there's always 2 sides.
my leg is wet because the dog just walked up and licked it. I was like, why is my leg wet?
That was a great statement. My leg is wet.
I was like, just my hair is damp. I don't understand.
I'm gonna take the context out and just clip my leg is damp. My leg is wet. Hit hits on a 3, Soulbind on a 2, Fire Snap goes forward, but there's the silences. Snapfire, poor Snapfire. Oh, wait, they're still alive. They're alive, except for Tusk, because Omo was trying to do things. Down goes top lane of Rax. Moving
All
on
the
to mid
time
lane. X is in
They
the
could have
center.
been farming. They now just lost the tower. This is
Such a
this is
big
very well
hit.
done by Envy.
Such a big pit. Cookie just saved Sniper once again. Sniper's just doing no damage. Even with Basket Mass, it's doing nothing. Phantom with Ink Spell and the Rage. It's going to connect on a Sapphire, and the Golem's already up again. They take down Sapphire. She buys back. Down goes Lion. Lion does not have buyback, I assume. Nope. And down goes the first life of Wraith King. There's the pit. There's the slows. There's the Atos and a second root. So much rooting. Infest in to save Snow a little bit just for kicks. And down goes Wraith King again. Die back by Total Drama Peninsula. All that's left is Sniper, but what is our God 7 going to do? They got the Shard, Shadow Word. Everyone's going to keep healing up. Even the Golem's getting healed up. Oh, but it does die. Atos and another pit on the 2 once again. Sniper is too far forward. Down he goes.
Biggie is playing out of his mind right now. Not Biggie. Vulgar Vulpix is playing out of his mind right now. This guy is just a playmaker at heart, and he's seeing lots of plays to make.
Everywhere.
That was a good stuff of Sniper there.
Yeah.
They got so much root. Well, I went from having like they have no stuns, but then they have Atos and roots and Inkswell, and they've been lining it up very nicely.
I think they just ban out this Grimstroke next game. Like, you can't let this guy play this hero, apparently. I didn't know, but this is scary.
Shiva's
Are they,
forward.
they're not going to GG out? Oh no.
They're going all the way. No GGs for them.
No GGs. Wow. Okay, there we go. We got one. We got one. It's okay. I was worried there.
And in response, GG. There we go. Well played by both teams. Pot of Envy, they pulled it out. Starting with that one fight that we called out, where Phantom survived and they killed everyone.
To show why they're ranked number 2, they took a draft that wasn't necessarily going to be the best and just out-executed.
They proved us wrong.
They proved us wrong. They proved Harb wrong.
See, Phantom, further proof that you are the S tier.
There we go.
Yep. They're both ranked number 2 though. So, I mean they're tied for number 2.
So Harb, what do you have mean to say to Pot of Envy right now?
I mean, they're showing that they're better players here. As simple as that. Like that's honestly it. I think they ended up dying on their supports a bit too much, in my opinion. Just positioning issues. So.
Yeah, they fought a couple times, but luckily the team fight taking from the sniper, I feel like he might not be a sniper player. It just felt like they were consistently out of position and then couldn't put out the damage they needed, and they just kept trying to fight without items.
He had a misunderstanding of what items he needed this game.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I were him, I would have gone a different build and also gone the Hurricane Pike first item.
Over a farming item?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, against this lineup.
The reason behind that is because you're with a Wraith King, right? Wraith King is already going to take up a lot of room on the map, so if you can just like move around with your Tusk Snap and Lion getting kill after kill after kill, then yeah, you can just snowball off at those kills. Simple as that.
Well, cool. That was game number 1. This is a best of 3. So congrats to Envy for winning game number 1. And the next one will start at some point soon, most likely. I did think that the snap and the tusk, they seemed very comfortable with what they were doing, and they did it pretty well.
The whole reason that didn't work for them in the end is because A, they tried to dive when they didn't need to, and then B,
that one time
Vulgar Vulpix coming in and just stopping any sort of like counterplaying them, essentially made it a 3v2, and they just stopped snowballing from there. No pun intended.
And they're number really snowballing good to begin with. Like, Tusk Snap, like, yeah, they're supposed to, like, quote unquote, win that lane between, like, the 5 to 8 minute mark, 3 to 8 minute mark.
Yeah.
So, like, that 5-minute window. But Lifestealer, like, doesn't really matter as long as you get your armlet at a decent timing. And you got, like, the 12, 13 minute marks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of negates the entire point.
So if you look here at the net worth graph, it's exactly like you said. They won for like the first 5 minutes, and then they stopped killing people, and the farm just cut off immediately.
And it's because they started going for the Warlock instead of the Lifestealer. They were killing Phantom early on, and then they just like got distracted by Biggie for whatever reason.
Biggie made a lot of space. He was a big contributor, just letting him die a few times, keeping everyone satisfied, letting his team.
Biggie works really well for this Lifestealer because he makes himself a target. He quote unquote feeds until Lifestealer wins the game.
He ended 5 and 5 too. They all ended positive, or nobody ended negative.
I think it's honestly just more of distraction for whatever reason by the Snap Tusk. I don't think it's necessarily anything that Biggie did. But that's just my opinion.
Just your opinion.
I actually legitimately told my support when we were playing against Pot of Envy that Biggie was going to be out of position, but that I was not going to contribute almost any resources to fighting him just because I wanted to farm. Because I know I watched one of their games beforehand, and they lost the game, or Pot of Envy won the game because Biggie just constantly distracted the enemy team into feeding off of him, but they never had any mana to actually fight Phantom. And I was like, I'm just going to keep my mana, hold my ground, not play with Biggie. And I think it's kind of how you have to do it against them.
You're teaching their future players.
When I was like first playing with Biggie, like I talked to him about like this entire thing where as a pause 5, like if you can literally just pull the support away from the lane, then the carry can usually just win the 1v1 lane if they're better mechanically skilled.
Yeah.
Better mechanically. Words.
He takes it to the next level. He draws away both heroes, not just the support.
It's true.
I think that was more just poor game sense from both Tusk and Snapfire there, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Snapfire can honestly solo kill a Warlock, or if not solo kill, at least keep the healing off of the Lifestealer, and then you are able to kill Lifestealer because Lifestealer doesn't get any healing. You just whittle him down over the course of like a minute or two. Yeah. But they dove a tower and died, and that's the result.
I was very proud that Phantom got the like 3rd level of rage, or at 4th level 4 he got level of rage. I was very proud.
Yeah,
the lobby's up, by the way.
Lobby is up.
But we're missing the other team. Diamond Hands is not here yet.
What I want to see from Diamond Hands for next game
is a pudge.
They play more aggressively. They put their mid on some sort of like playmaker instead of this like really static laner. Yeah. They don't try and pull off this meme shit where they go Tusk, Sapphire offlane. They get some guy who can actually initiate in the offlane, like a Centaur or even an Axe themselves. Get them a like ranged boss 4 there, like Alina or whatever. And just run it that way instead.
I think that they can actually. Diamond Hands looks like they might be able to take a win if they can get a draft which works better with their players that they have.
Something they're more used to. I don't know who they're used to, but yeah, stuff they're comfortable with. We need to see some execution.
I think the Pot of Envy, although they didn't necessarily outdraft, they got something which they were comfortable with executing. I was not expecting to see GSP on a non-aggressive Blink hero, but he played well on the Underlord.
Wait, why is GSP not German Sparkle Party? Why is he a name I don't want to say anymore? Why is he ginormous, succulent. Popsicle?
Don't worry about it.
I like German Sparkle Party. It was so good. It was so
I mean,
cute.
Don't worry about it.
He may
Aw.
also be good Samoan pussy.
Oh,
Depending on who you
okay.
ask.
Okay.
Yeah. That was not me who came up with that, but I will take credit for any laughter that comes from me saying that.
Nah, his name is not that right now, but yeah.
My favorite
Ugh.
is Shadex. I don't know who that was in there. Shadex. But their profile is it's Susie. It's Susie. Nobody knows who Susie is. I'm so impressed.
Who's Susie?
She's a K-pop star. She was.
If
she
you don't know who
was
Susie is, you're
on Miss
nobody.
A.
That's why I don't know.
It's Susie. Everyone knows Susie. She's like Korea's love person. Like everyone's whatever the word is for like the country's person they love the most.
Superstar.
Like Tom Hanks is like
Celebrity,
is the guy that like
celebrity.
all of America loves. She's that for Korea.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, heartthrob. She's like Korea's heartthrob or something. Is that the right word?
I think that's a good word. That's a reasonable word, depending on what she is, in fact.
She is. Just look at her picture. Come on. How can your heart not skip a beat? It's Susie. Okay, that was my thing there. But ginormous succulent popsicle. This is good. This is good. So Shadex is Omo in the game, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based upon process of elimination.
How hard is it to win the Battle Cup? Because a lot of them have won Battle Cups, and I've never even tried. But I see like so many people with Battle Cup wins. Is it not too difficult to win a Battle Cup, or is like everyone I see just that good?
It depends what tier you go into.
Do you pick your tier, or you just in a tier based upon your MMR? Or your team's MMR?
It's a tier based upon your MMR. So like me, since I'm Divine right now, I'm tier 7.
Oh.
So I can play up to tier 8. Which is the highest tier.
Whoa.
This guy's so cool.
MV wins the coin toss.
Who's so cool, me?
Yeah, you.
Harv's the coolest.
Very cool.
I honestly think that Phantom's probably like a C tier carry. I'm worried that they're just gonna lose this game outright just due to the fact that
Phantom dog shit here.
yeah, they just rely.
And they ban out the Grim Choke, just like you were saying.
Yeah, you know, you just gotta be scared of it.
Oh, the
They
game
flex
started.
it
Okay,
4-5.
so in intro time. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to game number 2 of the best of 3 between Diamond Hands Together Strong and Pot of Envy. They still don't know how to put the ticks for whoever won the last game, but Pot of Envy won game number 1. And we've got Harv and Indeed here once again in this game number 2. Let's see what they can pull off. We've already got 2 bans of Envy's best heroes, so Diamond Hands is not very happy at the moment, it seems.
Just want to see, I want to see Envy pick up Jug then for Phantom.
Oh,
Or
that's
they
banned,
just
of course.
ban out the Jug themselves, so that's whatever.
The two favorite carries for Phantom.
I mean, I've heard his favorite carry is Anti-Mage, but
Okay, I was gonna say Anti-Mage is like the third one, and then Troll.
they go back to the Snapfire.
again, huh?
It's still a solid pick. Like, he played it decently. Like,
Yeah, really well.
Yeah, strong hero for sure. I'm surprised they didn't get rid of Warlock as well. Warlock, probably the strongest boss
Only-
fight
only got 2
of the
bans?
patch. So, yeah. It's just kind of interesting that they banned the Lifestealer.
so what makes
Hero
Warlock
they
so
have
strong right now? Is it just the
it's-
lane heal?
No, it's because of his Shard and Holy Locket. So,
Okay.
in case you didn't know, Shard, it buffs your ally. First off, it makes Shadow Word a 450 AoE spell, but
Yeah.
it also gives your allies 10% movement speed bonus, and puts a 10% movement speed debuff on enemy heroes that it gets put on as well.
So they got
So-
2 good heroes here for move speed.
Yeah.
In that case.
Yeah,
GSP.
so when when you get Holy Lock, it just becomes an insane amount of damage slash heal.
So it's not so good in the lane. You can still win the lane against him, but it will not.
It's really hard to win the lane against him. I don't know why they're going back to this meme.
It worked well for them. Like this was the one combo that worked, and like they seemed to know what they were doing, right?
Yeah, honestly, in that regard, I think for Pot of Envy, you just pick up Spectre.
A Spectre?
Ew.
Does he live through that?
Yeah, how does he?
Yeah. You do. You get
Okay.
Dispersion, and you basically reflect all the damage. And Spectre Warlock is one of the oldest and strongest lane duos in the game.
No way. They're like, no Phantom, no. No.
No blinking away.
You shall not play a hero you like playing. Well,
Yeah, I'm already worried about this
wouldn't
Pot
troll
of Envy
do well?
combo.
Wouldn't troll with the whirling axes? That could work out well.
It's out of
Troll would be
range
good
of
as well.
Snap, but yeah.
Yeah, Troll would be good as well. I still prefer Spectre just because of how tanky you are to do it, and
True.
it gives you that reach that you need.
So are the heroes you have to
with the
ban out
Centaur?
before you pick a Spectre? Like, do you ban out, I don't know, are there any Spectre combos you'd be worried about?
The only hero I'd ban out against Spectre that's in the pool right now would be Viper.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, good point.
mean, you already see the offlane duos. Supposedly, obviously, they still have the flex possibility for Diamond Hands,
Yeah.
which I would still like them to see them do. I don't want them to run.
No
the
Death
snap
Prophet.
offlane again.
Like, if they pick a Spectre, then you can pick something which lanes better against Spectre, but... And
Yeah.
carries harder, pushes
Timber
towers
Saw.
faster.
I agree. Timber would be good. Ban as well. Actually, yeah, I'd like a Timber ban here.
The real mistake here is they banned out the anti-mage when they could pick offlane anti-mage and reflect the warlock heal.
Ooh, yes.
No,
So good.
no.
Hard, why do you always
on.
reject my strategies?
It could be so good, and you could reflect double edge. Think about that. It's like a double edge in his face.
It's true.
Even though it's not
I
in the
think
off
this
lane.
is honestly, you just blink back and forth between the lanes and just reflect spells whenever they're off cooldown.
Exactly. Just show up, and they're gonna cast things on you because they know you're gonna reflect it, and they
Yeah.
want to be part of the game.
It's free damage.
Only costs you
5
like 20
anti-mage.
mana. I'm still feeling Troll. Like Troll seems like the right pick on the side of Envy, in my opinion.
They banned out the Death Prophet. They apparently thought it was too strong, which does mean that you don't have as clear timings for Pot of Envy. Like, this is one thing that Pot of Wrath thinks about. Like, because we're not, we're not the most like good at Dota because we're Legend players. So what we do is we pick heroes that are easy to play around. It's very obvious what you're supposed to do with them. And so with like a Death Prophet, right? Like, what you're supposed to, you press the R button and you run at them, like press E on everybody. And you have very clear timings of when to take towers and stuff. So we'll see if Pot of Envy's are able to play around that.
They need to pick
whatever they
Viper. They need a Viper.
Pick their own Viper Spectre.
Viper Spectre. That's where it's at.
Not suggest doing that.
Viper doesn't do too well against the minus armor from Snapfire Tusk, but
So I want to see Pot of Envy pick up Lena here at 15.
for 4 or 3 or 4 or 2,
For 4.
4, okay, with the Centaur.
Yeah. They could even go Shadow Demon if they wanted to. That would work just
Why
as
would you
well.
go Shadow Demon? Is it just a strong 4?
It's a strong 4, and it's a good lane partner with Centaur. So,
Ooh, Shadow
Okay.
Demon would be. If you're gonna pick Spectre, you don't want them to get Shadow Demon. That's like so annoying.
Yeah, so Shadow Demon, as everyone should know, his ultimate is insanely strong, especially once he gets Axe. Although just look at the face.
Boyd.
Okay. I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'm
It
not
takes it
fine with
away from. They might have been worried that Diamond Hands was going to get it and have the combo, so they took it away. I'm not sure.
I don't think it really matters. It's a strong
Snap
hero
Void
right
isn't.
now.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely good up against Snap and Tusk. That's definitely gonna be much safer.
Can we just like pause a second to like admire Void's abs? Like he may have no face, but like you ain't gotta look at his face. You can go look at that chest. That's what I'm saying.
Don't you remember in the cavern crawl from the battle pass? It's like Enigma and Void are the you have to win with the hero that has a six pack. I think it's like Enigma and Void are the two heroes. You should look at Enigma. He's got a pretty sick abs
Yeah,
as well.
Centaur's got a total dad bod going on. Like and
Like, used to be Enigma used to be flabby, then he became a Chad. Okay, yeah, they're just making this
Jakiro.
offlane duo. I really don't like that they're making the Tusks snap their offlane duo again.
maybe they just had to learn how to play it last game.
The problem is they have they have a much better, like, Pot of Envy has a much better carry against it. Like, Faceless Void literally just time walks
Q.
all of the damage.
It takes a lot of skill to cookie and block the time walk and snowball and block the like. It just requires too much for them to be able to pull this off because it's a single go combo.
I mean, the biggest problem is that
Lena,
cookie.
you win.
Cookie
You win.
is not enough
Damage.
not enough lockdown.
Yeah.
No, it's cookie snowball is
not lockdown. Yeah.
They don't have the damage to do so.
It is a lot though, right? It's snowball and cookie and punch and ice pack.
It's quote unquote a lot, but by the time they like have all of that, like Void 1 will have the items to live through it, and 2 he'll just time walk all of the all of the damage, so it completely gets negated.
You don't want to rely on killing a Void in the lane typically.
Ursa. I like that.
Void,
I like that.
So, kind of weird. Void's actually totally fine going up against Ursa, and Centaur right now doesn't really care about Ursa as well, just because of how good Vanguard is right now.
10 seconds remaining.
It
And how
could
much
change
to
a
build
little
it,
bit because of the Chikiro lane, but if this is a Lena Centaur lane, then they should have a free time.
It's an okay lane though. Like I know Lena Centaur is gonna make it way harder, but
Does Lena solo beat out a Jakiro in lane? If those two were just like right click each other to death, will Lena just wins?
In my opinion, yes.
I guess one thing is
Lena's a better attack range.
Jakiro Ursa is a bit awkward because unless Ursa goes for his slow as well, they just don't have like level 1. Ursa is not the greatest hero in the game, but Jakiro is really strong level 1, and so they don't have this timing where they're both together, the strongest heroes in the lane, until level 3. But then like Centaur's got his spells, Lena has her spells, and they can just kite the fuck out of you. You can't play. I'm a bit worried here. I think like it'll go fairly even in lane for Centaur Ursa, but like after the laning stage, how do you ever kill someone with an Ursa when there's a Centaur on the enemy team? You just run away and then go back in with Void and kill them all.
oh no Viper.
So things for draft. Diamond Hands again needs some sort of reach. So Storm is okay. Ember's good. Like any of the spirits are good for that matter.
Yeah.
Queen of Pain is meh.
Would you pick up
I would
a
not
puck?
go Queen of Pain.
Yeah, not
Like a
quite.
puck for Diamond Hands?
Puck isn't bad here, yeah.
Because you can grab
OD.
these heroes and
OD.
hold them
OD.
during Centaur ult.
Oh no,
I like OD.
not OD.
No, not OD.
You cannot. I don't think you can pick OD at 23. Because then Pot of Envy can just sniper you against the OD, and the OD literally will not have one.
Oh yeah, they don't have last pick.
For Pot of Envy, I think they just need more damage to throw into Chrono.
You can also just get the Snowstorm Razor, right? Like you just Razor the Ursa, run around with the BKB, and then no care.
Gotta get
Razor's
the
kind of
BKB.
weird against Ursa because Ursa has Fury swipes.
That's true, yeah. He can still do damage despite the fact that you're linking him.
I think the choice for Pot of Envy, Queen of Pain would have been good for them. The other choices, something like Zeus wouldn't be bad. Shadow
Just pump
Fiend,
more damage into the Chrono.
Yeah, I just for them I just want something that pumps more damage into Chrono. Shadow Fiend wouldn't be terrible. Other choices.
Snow Shadow
would
Fiend,
be-
so good.
Other choices.
I have not seen
would
it.
be-
I've seen it so many times. It's so good.
Oh, I did see it. I
Remember?
recall. Yeah, we watched that. We
And
watched that.
I
Yeah.
was like, he's totally gonna pick it, and you're like, no, why would he pick it? That's crazy. And then he did, and then they won, cause.
Didn't they lose?
Oh, well, in my head they won.
Yeah.
They won for
lost,
picking it.
they lost against iBet with that.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
well, I think that in my head they won because it's Shadow Fiend. And they beat Grim Reavers that one time, which was really fun.
And they could even go Death. Oh wait, no, Death Prophet banned.
Yeah, they banned it second phase.
Does Razor,
let's see
if
what
Razor
the Dire
drains
Hands
or says damage down to negative, would it go
Whoa,
against the
what?
Fury
Oh
Spike?
yeah, 100% go Zeus here on Pot of Envy. 100% Zeus or AA mid, easy.
He made
AA.
it easy.
AA.
Sano actually likes AA mid.
Okay.
on
So
his screen.
they may run out of time here picking because he has 2 heroes to choose from, and he's just going to be frozen.
I think they just go Zeus though.
He's gonna throw something
I've seen
crazy.
the Zeus. Yeah.
No,
The Necrophos handles the fact that they don't have enough burst to really kill anyone outright, but
this is good
once
for
you
the
use
Void. Like another lockdown on top to finish it off after they bursted him a bunch. When he's trying to time walk away, just scythe him down.
once you use it,
for-
what do you have left?
Oh yeah, then you're done.
This is just from my experience. I think Necro's pretty bad into.
Oh,
Whoa.
it's the AA!
So good.
I called it. I just want to say I called it.
You
You
called
did
it so
call it.
hard.
Smiley face. Oh, but
I-
they're making it Alina mid. Okay, that's fine.
Wait.
Alina mid does super well against Necro as well.
Yeah, you have the range on him, and you also have the burst on him. Against-
Yep.
Yeah, this is a
W.
super good AA game. Super.
Whoa,
super
the
value
Void looks
AA.
so creepy. Where'd your 6-pack go? Now you're a tentacle-y thing.
Well, now he has a face.
Now he's
And
Oh.
he has hair.
Yeah, he's
now
not
it's just some
faceless.
sort of weird tentacle anime porn, right? Like it moved from being
He has no
cool six-pack Void.
tentacles. He has hair now.
That's not tentacles?
That's hair.
Okay.
That's horrifying.
That is
Um,
hair.
He needs some L'Oreal up in this. Like that's not working for me.
There's just really long hair that's like
I'm
gathering.
sure it's working
around,
for someone.
It's
Yeah,
working
there
for
you go.
someone, and that's what
Thing.
matters.
dropping down.
Ooh, Gadara is
Um,
now light blue instead of dark blue.
Yeah, so I think Pot of Envy just has a better draft. Lena should be able to take off from the mid lane here. And Centaur AA, really good lane because it just lets AA do whatever the hell he wants to.
And they clearly got the much better team fight. So it's the same kind of composition as last game. As far as Envy's got the snowball like crazy lineup with teams, and then Diamond Hands does not.
Just a life hack for y'all. If you're buying whiskey, you have 2 options. You can either buy stuff that's like barely drinkable, or you can buy stuff that's really drinkable. And the key, in order to not be a drunk, is to buy stuff that's barely drinkable, so that way you don't want to drink it more often. Anyway,
Oh.
back to the cast.
Okay, that's a life hack for the day.
Yeah, I
Always
don't want
gotta
to drink
have one.
anymore because it's not very good. Oh, what a weapon! All right,
Oof.
10 wins in a row. This guy, he's gonna be legend 17 in no time. Harv is scared.
Uh,
Really
GSP is a god of items and of Dota.
He's just so big in the front.
Catch him on the market. He's got like his Steam page is 17 pages of just
Time for me
like
to drop back down
Jeez.
to legend. Time for me to drop back down to legend. That way, Indeed can play against me and feel true pain.
I already played against Andre. I actually know True Pain. It's fine.
Andre is weak.
Andre?
DDX. The old carry back when we were good. No,
He was trying out for Wib and then didn't because he didn't have the time. to-
With...
no, yeah, he's in college or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
We got another 5-hero
Weak.
smoke here. They're gonna try exactly the same thing as before.
Old
There,
pepper. I laugh at you, sir.
30 seconds to battle.
They're taking
know-
the long way again, and the smoke's gonna run out by the time they get there again.
Volker Volpix is warding up so that way he can prepare for the level 1 tower push.
There we go. There we go. It's gonna happen.
What you do is you get your Q on Phantom, and then you just Q out whenever you take a lot of damage from the tower.
There you go.
24-second cooldown, huh?
It's foolproof.
After the first 3 minutes, you should take it.
Or you could just sacrifice other heroes.
Let's just
It'll
note
be
that
okay.
Biggie took that rune before anybody else did. Like, this guy is on it with the clicks. He's living right next to the server. You can't stop this man.
That's why he feeds
He's
so
gonna
excellently.
press W faster than anybody else in this league. S tier. S tier.
We got double S tiers on this in the same lane too. My goodness.
Yeah, man, like, you can't beat that lane. Like, it doesn't matter what combo you have. Oh, they did.
Wait,
oh,
what?
They switched the lanes.
What in the
oh
world?
my god.
This
They're
is
too
messed
smart
up.
for us.
Oh
They're
no,
too-
Vulgar
too smart for
Vulpix is
hard.
getting totally wrecked. Tag team, but oh, nice stun.
Oh, what a stun from GSP.
So good, GSP. Well
This guy
played.
is legend 22. I was wrong.
They were not surprised at all. They're like, we know what's up.
I still don't like this. Like,
If you thought it was gonna have to kill a void.
It's even worse though because they're against a centaur, so all of their damage gets returned to them.
Yeah, and the Centaur's not gonna die
Literally.
to
Like-
them, really.
Once centaur has Vanguard, they literally will die to their own damage.
Tag team Little Shredder, but he just stuns and he's like, are you oh, GSP, are you, you
Oh,
took on way
oh,
too much.
GSP was not thinking.
Hold up.
very
So
good.
this is GSP's great weakness. Is this guy just plays ham. He like plays like he's got pipe and Vanguard
Yeah,
at all times.
he does.
And sometimes he doesn't have pipe and Vanguard at all times, like at level 1. So he does this thing where he will occasionally feed just because he's trying
Snowball
to
forward,
play
Vulgar
aggressively.
Vulpix. Once again, fires a quickly Little Shredder and tag team. They're in the midst of it. There was a nice stun by GSP and the
Oh, what a
cold
play
feed
from
procs.
Vulgar.
Omo might go down. One more hit. Can GSP catch up? Oh, but he
no,
stopped
he
the
chooses
courier
the courier
bait.
instead.
You could have killed the
He says-
hero. Oh no,
Nah,
you couldn't.
man,
You're too
courier
slow.
is more valuable.
Yeah, he was too
Tusk
slow.
has 15 movement speed on him.
I
he
mean,
wasn't gonna catch him.
Killing the courier just means that Tusk has no regen now. What's this guy gonna do? Like, he can't lane anymore.
Yeah, neither one's in. Yeah, you can't really do much. Oh, he's pretty tanky though.
Yeah, like the Vulgar Vulpix, he just gets free regen now. Like, he just lanes whatever he wants. I think GSP should just playing more aggressive even. Oh no, oh no, the pull! What are you doing? You're insane! No, that was gonna be a pull. GSP. Oh god.
Oh, he
I'd be
messed
flaming
it
him,
up.
sorry.
They can still pull after if Vulpix decides to, but he's not going to.
Oh man, that was a legend 4 mistake right there.
Vulgar Vulpix, you're
Vulpix
so
should've
close.
just
Courier, and he gets it, but he's gonna lose his life. He'd get the courier for sure, but you got tag team. Little Shredder's not up yet. There's a snowball forward, and one more hit, and down goes Vulgar Vulpix for the second time. But no more couriers, and that means no more regen. Oh, except for the regen he already got. Never mind.
Well, that lane is very exciting. Phantom,
Argot
meanwhile, is
7
having a
dropping
very
pretty low.
unexciting lane.
Snowstorm doing a lot of damage.
Snowstorm's out of mana, so you have to figure out some regen, but he definitely doesn't mind putting the warlock or the
He's got the bottle though. We'll get
yeah.
the water rune up in a little bit. Oh, he's got the bounty rune, so he'll be good.
got the bat. Yeah. Centaur just died again.
Oh god, I wasn't even.
The key is the Snapfire managed to get his regen out, and then he handed some to each player. So
Very
they're
nice, very nice.
luckily, although they have no couriers anymore. Oh, wait, nope, no, Tusk has one coming out with a mango. Which I don't. All right, here's something I don't like. It's calling out one piece of regen on a courier. Couriers move a half move speed of regen on them. If you're calling
Oh,
out
they
regen,
jump
just-
onto Mr. Worldwide. Vulgar Vulpix has rotated once again. Same as last game. They get Shadow Word onto Ursa. Is it going to be enough?
the tri
Tango
with
should be
Phantom
enough.
now. Suspicious, but okay.
He's fine. There we go.
There's a
They can
GSP
leave the
solo.
Centaur alone. Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
They just
But
need
GSP
levels
died
on the
alone just
Centaur.
like 2 seconds ago.
He just needs levels on the Centaur.
He's
then it'd be
below both
tankier.
the snap and the tusk.
The AA is just food for those heroes, which is why Lena might have been better in that lane. But
Oh, and there's the courier. Now he's got a mango.
yeah, calling out a single piece of regen just doesn't make sense to me because like you're going to need more. I don't know. You're going to call it again at half speed. Call it all at once, and the next time you call it items. You know, like that just makes more sense to me, personally. A top lane.
Oh, they want to go up in.
They're
Down the
rotating.
backside. Mr. Worldwide is blocked out. They got Fatal Bonds, but Fatal Bonds only hits on Jakiro. They get Gadera's courier, but then everyone backs off.
It's hard to go on people whenever you have a massive creep out in your tower because the Void does not want to leave that creep wave. He just wants to sit there and hit creeps.
Yeah.
So you have to wait until like there aren't as many creeps there to do that.
Snowball forward on GSP with the little shredder and the snowball forward. Here's tag team, but it hasn't been used. Nice stun before they can get tag team off. Fire stuff could be forward, but it does not
Close.
connect.
Honestly, I think that this should become a 1v1, and then Snapfire should leave the lane. Snapfire's got a level advantage over these other supports, and if he goes top lane, maybe they can get some kills and pressure harder onto Phantom, but like as it is statically, they're just not going to kill the Centaur anymore.
Things are definitely not going as well as last
he's
time.
just ditching. He says, no, I don't care about the Centaur anymore, I'm leaving.
Snow
Combo
got
is done.
forced all the way back to base. Had to walk home.
Yeah, that's the
Necro's
problem
doing
playing against a
just fine.
Necrophos, is you have this region disadvantage in a sense, because Necrophos can just like farm your easy camp, farm his easy camp, and then he's back
Oh,
to
it's
full
got
health.
level 6. The stun does land, but Peninsula's here. Fast Cookie does not land.
Snowstorm sees it coming before he sees it physically. Too smart.
He just put the ward down. He knows what's happening.
It's just the Sapphire walk to low ground. So the Sapphire walk.
We will say it's game sense. Okay, they want to go in. They get the slow on to Gadaris. He might die. They got Shadow Word. Biggie might. Ice Path does not connect.
Phantom's
Nice
got him.
dukes.
They really need the Snapfire top lane. He's come
Cookie,
top
it
now.
does connect. Vulnerable Pix is stunned, getting hit a lot. The little Shredder as well. And Argot 7 has the scythe, but no one else is low.
This is a mistake to bring Argod top 2, right? Unless they're going to push this with the catapult,
I
but they're
don't
just
know.
leaving.
I don't know why you went top.
Maybe they're hoping for a bigger commitment, so they could. It would have been worth it if they could take out
He
Void or
TP'd
someone.
He TP'd up there as well.
So I think what you have to do there almost is if
Oops,
you
no,
have
Laguna
a
Blade
Snapfire,
takes out Peninsula, fires up Cookie after
Wow.
death, but does not.
immediately punishes the fact that he has no mana or health. Yeah, no, I think what to do there is use the Snapfire little shredder to like hit the tower, push him with the catapult. But like, yeah, now there's a catapult mid, and you're not defending it.
And almost
the
died
tower.
at bottom. Has to walk all the way back home. No regen.
Yeah,
Centaur's
Ursa's
gonna
going down.
have Centaur's gonna have his Vanguard here though.
This lane is
He's
just
coming
became a
on his area
disaster.
right now.
Biggie, why aren't you healing Phantom? I got 7. Oh, I was like, geez, Phantom, you better time walk it off, or else he's just gonna scythe you. My goodness.
Phantom knows the exact amount of HP required to not get scythed and die.
Just like when he was Lifestealer and like an inch from death. He knew exactly how
No,
to
it's always on purpose.
just keep him guessing. At mid, Ice Path connects onto Snow. Nice shards to block him out with the tag team TVM by Necro. Tower has gone down, but Snow goes down beforehand. But there we go, onto Vulnerable Picks. Once again, Argot 7 shows up after they already died.
They lost that tower on purpose in order to take the gold back off Vulnerable Picks. That was actually an S tier move from their entire
There we
team.
go. And now 2
now
heroes
they're
are
gonna
gone,
push this
and
tower.
they just lost the tower for it.
It's worth that they get the tower, but I don't know if they'll lose to it. I think
It's hard to say it's worth it to get the tower because they're just gonna get the tower later anyway. Like,
And they're
right
not
now
gonna get it
rotating
'cause-
everyone mid.
Everyone's here now. Ice Path does not connect on anyone. Almost here on the back end though, gets the punch onto Biggie. Nice stun goes out, but Scythe goes onto Biggie. Biggie, oh, doesn't actually go down. Infused range off for the win. They're all here though. 5 heroes, 4 heroes. Phantom also TP'd in for some reason.
What a time walk.
Poof. I was like, please don't chrono the illusion. Please, please don't. Snow maybe gets the stun. Oh, Argot 7 with the pro jukes. Just turns around and walks for some reason in the other direction.
Argot 7 predicts it. That was a predict. That was a hard predict.
He did it before Snow even like did the cast animation at all. Before he even clicked it. That was weird.
Nah, dude, he saw the double stun coming and dodged it.
GSP's
and
getting pinged out.
It tends to be pretty
Straightforward.
no. It tends to be pretty telegraphed if you're walking up high ground and lane is chasing you. She'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stop the high ground, so,
Yeah. It's where you're gonna be.
yeah.
Over at top, they go in on the Phantom, but he time walks off just like that. Snowball
Phantom's
punch,
stupid.
everything, and that's all gone.
Will Radiant see the... Oh, they see the sentry, which is barely in range. Phantom walked past it earlier and ignored it, which is kind of suspicious. Clear disrespect for his supports. But will they see this other observer?
So suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he just hates his support so much. He doesn't want to do ward for them.
Oh, I hope their observer ward survives. It's such a young observer ward. It still has a minute and a half of life. but it's
Man,
certainly
that's like
inefficient.
a 70-year-old observer ward. That thing is.
That's true, it is quite old. Omo doesn't really have very much mana. Phantom, is it your time? Ult! There's the Chronosphere! Vulgar Pix doesn't have level 60. Wow, he is really far behind. There's a
Dodges the
snowball.
instant stun. Just kidding, it's not an instant stun.
I thought it was the other way. And there's the DD and the Dragon Slave for the kill. 3-time streak ended. He knows how to play this Tusk.
Snowstorm knows that he needed that gold, so he took away from Phantom because Phantom already has an item.
Very true. I mean, this Lena
Yeah.
needs money.
It's
He's already
actually just
got
making up for
magics.
reparations for Lena being female. That's that 77% coming in there.
Reparations.
Reparations. That's a good word to say on the internet. No one will get mad at you ever.
Not at all. Okay, here we go. Ice Path does not connect. 4 heroes here. They're running away. Shards connects, but they're all running out of there. We do have kisses. We got Snowball. Hits onto 3.
Oh,
they
they
go on
found
to Biggie.
Biggie.
It does not
They
connect,
found the
and there's
free
level
gold.
6. Hits on all 3 with the fatal bonds. Punch goes out, but oh my gosh, they're in so much trouble. They committed really hard. They could knock it out. Fireside Cookie goes in. Phantom. They end up taking out Total Drama Peninsula. Anyone else? They're all TPing out, but one more hit and down goes Omo.
Biggie with the BM stand still and ignore the Tusk while he dies to Shadow Word.
I am very surprised they're holding
Giving the
themselves
kill-
back.
He was giving the kill to Snowstorm. What the fuck is this? He's changed.
They should
He's
have.
changed.
Well,
If that was
why
me,
didn't they?
he wouldn't have given me the kill.
Well, why didn't they tip the Tusk? Like I was fully expecting a tip because he just killed his teammates.
You know, this
That's
team has
right,
actually
it's
willingly
like
joined
very
that
kill.
orb of death.
They really enjoyed it. Okay, that's good.
They willingly joined. Yeah, no, that was suspicious.
Again, future reference, if you're playing Ursa and you're going Battle Fury, just go Treads, not Phase Foods. Please.
Is that a?
I hate
The attack speed is so good with, like, he has no attack speed now. He'll never attack fast unless he uses spells,
true.
but
No, it's just better this game. So,
yeah.
But do you not
and
want the
then-
movement speed for like the cold feet for like all the little stuns that have some amount of timing? Wouldn't you want the
why
extra movement speed?
you're gonna get shard anyways. So
They got a
you'll
4
have
hero
Red
smoke.
Shock and Rage.
Do we have Blink on GSP? We do not have Blink, but what's Ursa gonna do? They're diving this tower. There's a stun, chain stun, ice path. There's the ult by Ursa the Enraged. Golem is dropped though on the 2 and Stampede. TPM by Tusk, but he instantly stops it because he's like, there's 4 heroes. What's the point? Biggie is just letting the tower hit him. But you're creating space. You got your golem out, and you're still contributing. Nice
Biggie's
job.
just showing that he's a good world citizen there, right? He's donating to the poor.
That's true. He's always very good about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you can just tell he's a good guy. Meanwhile, Microphone did take mid tower.
Micro growing gradients is not the move.
Gradients. I love it.
It is not the move.
It's
though.
the mischance for
Yeah, dude,
Void.
you knew the mischance. I mean, it'll make the Dragon Slave maybe miss, and the Laguna Blade maybe miss, and the Golem might miss, and the
That's
Ice Blast
suspicious
might
then.
miss. You know?
All right,
I don't think spells can miss. So.
well,
They-
Ice Blast can miss unless you're a Pot of Wrath support, in which case you never miss your Ice Blast.
Ooh, hoo hoo. Well, I haven't seen Vulgar Vulpix miss a Ice Blast yet, so
He's
know.
a Pot of Wrath support if he doesn't miss ever. That's just how it works.
that's how it works. Okay.
This is
Looks
clearly
like
just
your
Zion
this is
playing
your
on his
audition.
account.
This is your tryouts right now. Ooh, and he gets this double stack at the same time.
That's
Well
definitely
done.
Scion. Oh my god.
They got a
This
smoke?
Vulgar Vulpix guy is a combination of Scion and Burrito in one person.
They got smoke. They want to do this. This is the combo. Firestorm Cookie with Snowball, with Punch, with Scythe. Phantom, if he doesn't read this, he's gonna die, right? Oh, smoke is revealed.
This guy goes to libraries.
dives?
He reads this really well.
Wow, he just knew. Ice Blast
What
goes
are
out,
you
connects
doing?
onto
Go,
all
go,
3
go.
once again, and oh, Phantom died. Okay.
I do not believe in you.
Kiss is going out.
Oh, what? Okay. Speaking of reading, Snapfire, every
Jeez.
single movement.
Just
Wow.
following the path along, no chance.
You don't need to love
you
your
hit the
hero.
first one and becomes
Stampede for Biggie to get away. So careful caring of the team. Argot 7 still at Scythe was chasing down that Warlock. No big deal. Ursa's at mid, just kind of
So it's
running
fine.
away.
still say on the Lena.
So, Phantom saw what was happening there, but unfortunately he time walked into the trees where it was then easy to find him, and he didn't have enough rotation support to save.
He did not. He did not
should've
chrono.
dropped Chrono there. If
And
he
just
dropped
run.
Chrono, he would have lived.
Well, he did
Yeah.
have chrono, but he didn't drop it.
Well,
Maybe he
no,
didn't.
he
think it was-
could have fought actually. He didn't need a run.
Okay.
I guess he wasn't sure who was there. I guess he didn't want to blow it for nothing. Alright, got 7. Everyone's
Just
getting
gotta
pinged out.
trust.
Okay, let's look at
This
the
guy
net.
does things blind all the time.
We got Radiance. It's gonna be so good.
Alright,
So
my
good.
cat is now headbutting my mic. Let's see how this goes.
Is your okay? Now I have a good question about how about your leg? Is your leg still wet?
No. My leg is now dry.
Oof.
In fact, just based upon I think just natural molecule selection, right? Like all the molecules evolved
Molecule
into air molecules.
So the water ones they failed with natural selection. They
Yeah,
they didn't win.
they died to my leg hairs, who are much stronger.
That's good to
The
hear.
oxygen and the hydrogen split up because the marriage rate is so unsuccessful in this
Oh,
country.
it's gotta be rough. It's gotta be
Yeah.
rough on them. Don't like to see
Yeah,
that
it
ever.
was kind of painful. There were small explosions on my leg.
Phantom just dives in onto 2 heroes into Ice Path. There's the Ice Blast. There's the stun onto nothing. What?
Oh,
Well, he takes out Total Drama Peninsula, and the Green Blade goes down. There's the Golem, hits onto 2. Phantom time walks away the thing, and there's Parasite Cookie goes on to 2, but she just jumped into the thing. Ice Path connects onto 1. Sun does not connect a little bit too early, but they take out, dieback by Total Drama. That was just like a mass of miscommunications, but somehow Envy didn't die. And they
if you
killed
miscommunicated less.
like for some reason Snow just stunned next to everyone that was inside the chrono, and then I don't understand. Oh, Shards doesn't quite catch out Lena. Snowball forward onto GSP. GSP does have the hood though, an Ice Blast. Another Ice Blast goes down. Almost gotta be super careful. Another stun. 2 stuns in a row. There's the Enrage popped. Hood has been activated by GSP. Argot 7 has the Scythe, but with the hood, it's not going to be enough to kill GSP. GSP is going to go down to the Death Pulse most likely. Yes, he does. Snow is running away like crazy. Does the Dragon
what a
Slave to
kill from
finish off
Snowstorm.
Worldview, and then goes down to the Punch.
Ursa was way too brave there.
Yeah, maybe he's just like, maybe I can get a kill even though I'm going to die. Might as well try.
Well, the problem that Envy had there is once they blow Chrono, all their ultimates, Warlock ult, AA ult, like, you just have to leave. Like, you win the fight, but Ursa still had his ult up, Necro still had his ult up, and it's just a lot of damage over time, so they had to just kind of ditch, and they didn't in time.
The only saving grace was Lena with her stuff, and then Ice Blast number 2, which connected once again. I will have you know, 100% Ice
Oh.
Blast connections thus far. Vulgar Vulpix.
The big circle didn't connect, but I'll give it to him.
Oh wait, the
yeah,
big
I did-
circle didn't connect.
Nah, but he still got the coldness off on them, so it was okay.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. That's a
We
good
won't
point.
disqualify him.
Oh,
My
blink
cat's
forward.
trying to eat my leftovers,
Punch on the
so I'm gonna
GSP.
take these
GSP activates the hood. Snowball forward. Argot 7 doesn't have Scythe, so can they do it? Stampede to get him away, and he's good. Tusk cracks the whip. TP by Argot 7 to the outpost, just because he wants to. Oh, Gadaris almost died. Only the fluffy hat saved him. GSP with the blink.
I want to see Diamond Hands make a move top, try and get this top tower and secure it with the Ursa.
Does the Ursa have his timings up? Yeah, he just has the Battle Fury.
Oof.
Does he just want to solo?
Like,
It took a while.
He needs he would need Tusk of them, in my opinion, or Snapfire, either or. But I want them to just like get this top tower the way they can make space. The problem right now is that they didn't abuse the fact that Envy's timings are down and try and push down a tower like that.
And now all the timings are up.
Yeah, now they're up. Aside from Stampede. But
We
that's
almost
what
have
it is.
we almost have Warlock Shard coming out so soon. So soon.
This is a weird smoke. I don't think they know the timings of the ults on Envy.
We got double smokes.
They're-
5 hero
yeah.
smoke versus 4 hero smoke.
They're gonna end up in a really bad spot.
I mean, they're going into the triangle, but they're not going to cut down.
All
so
the
the
ults
Radiant
are up.
found them in the triangle. Wow, nice scan. That was a biggie scan right there. Scanning your own triangle for enemies.
They have a feeling.
They knew.
Well, all their smokes are going to end before anything happens.
Is under attack.
There's the pings.
Honestly, this works out better for PoE. Just wanted to fight someone there, and they couldn't find anyone to fight.
They got all their team fight ults. They should win an engagement, but
The
I don't know.
Radiant wants to leave. Like, why is Radiant still here? Go farm. There's so many creeps dying top.
Do they have another
There's,
smoke? Ice blast.
oh,
Oh, no,
no.
an ice blast is gonna fail. They sent it to Roche.
No, it's vision. It's vision. It's fine.
It did hit it whiffed by Argot 7, so technically it wasn't a full miss.
It was not a full miss. It hit the most important hero.
Okay, they're ready. They want to do
Why are
something.
they trying to take mid? What are they doing?
Everyone's
This
just
is-
kind of like skirting around the edges, not doing anything.
This is the 2K dance. That's what this is. This is suspicious.
Ooh, the ward is right on the rune. I like it. Oh, blink forward with the Stampede. They're going on to Argot 7. Chronosphere
what a
hits
chrono.
onto Ursa, and their Snowball cannot save. It's not quite there enough. Kiss is coming in like crazy. Golem goes down. Laguna Blade. Down goes Phantom. Cannot time walk away. Down goes GSP. They're just sitting in the Macro Pyre and the Kisses. Oh my goodness. So doing a lot of damage. Takes out Mr. Worldwide. Can they get any more? Oh, Little Shredder on Vulgar Vulpix goes down. Sun hits on the 2 by Snow Dragon Slave. Can he finish off Gadaris? Yes, he can, but Snowball forward. And Snow gets his Yules to survive a little bit longer, but should go down, and he does indeed go down. Biggie is the only hero left remaining on Envy.
This is a rare case in which Biggie actually survived the fight.
This is the yeah, this is weird.
Normally he feeds himself to the enemy team for. Anyway, continue, Barb.
Yeah, sorry. There's a weird fight by Envy there. They should have waited for Void to get his speech before fighting.
Yeah, GSP saw 2 heroes, and they were trying to smoke earlier, so he still had the mindset of trying to go. I can translate 3K to you. They just wanted to fight.
They were ready. Yeah, and they got the commitment onto Necro, but they just stayed so long, and
Yeah, I
kisses.
almost feel like once that snowball starts to come out, that like Void has to just leave and then hope that the Lena can finish off the Necrophos. He unfortunately got caught up in like all of the AoE and just died. Yeah.
yeah, chain stunned.
He isn't even stunned. I think he just Mask Madness or something and just died to like magic damage.
Well, he should have BKB very soon. I think it's flying out to him now.
Yeah.
So that'll be very, very important.
Well, that play actually worked out for Radiant. I feel like it shouldn't have, but they got a timing where Void couldn't survive through everything and got some good plays off. That was a really good support play there, and they managed to pull it out.
The net worth has evened out at this point. Oh, another smoke. 4 hero smoke. Ursa going into Roche.
Huge,
This
and
is it.
Lena's not farming enough. Unfortunately, they just need to have this Lena farm more.
Such a
But she's
boss
gonna
play.
fall
They're gonna
behind.
go take out Lena while Ursa's soloing Roche. Snow, please feel it. Feel it.
This is
Feel it.
distraction.
No, blink forward with the punch. There's the little shredder. Ice Path does not connect. There's the Yules, but you're gonna die. Cookie does not land this either, but oh gosh, their scythe is just barely in range, even with Stampede. They go down. Ursa's finishing off Roche in the meantime, and there it goes.
Oh, the TP bottom is 4.
They all go in. Okay.
Yeah, there's no Warlock ult.
TP
Can I
in
turn
by
this?
the Ursa.
want to
Phantom,
turn
do you
this.
see the Ursa right next to you? Snowball 4 on the Biggie. Does not have. Oh, there is no Golem. Phantom pops the BKB and has Chronosphered. Wants to take out Gadaris before getting out of there. Phantom, you should probably get out of there. Time walks forward. Could be okay. Down goes Vulgar picks as well. GSP's trying to get the stun, trying to get the kill, but it's just not enough. They have tag team. GSP slowed, and all of the kisses coming in. GSP falls. 4 heroes. They are just. Envy is not having such a great time in these team fights. Well played
Without
by
Lena, they have no
Diamond.
damage. You just can't fight without this Lena, and they did. And the Chrono, you saw the weakness of Void with like
He just
these,
went in
these
solo
heroes.
just cause he wanted to kill.
He
Oh,
just
Phantom
doesn't
with
do damage
TD
yet.
going on Snapfire. Is he gonna do it? One more brush. Oh, he stayed too long. He popped the Mask of Madness again. He time walks away. Oh, Biggie drops the golem onto 3. Snowball forward onto Phantom. Good Phantom has time walk. He does time walk. He gets away from there. Ice Blast, they connect though, and the cold feet. Good Shadow Word. Tusk is going to go down probably. Biggie does go down. Momo does go down. And the golem goes down.
That was much better than it could have gone. The DD rune gave him the damage he needed, but
didn't take out Snapfire. They were so close.
turned out the whole team was there, yeah.
Well, Biggie made space. Biggie sacrificed himself and saved Phantom. That was
I don't
big.
like this Lina farming top lane. I think that Lina has to recognize that she's farming top and no one is responding bottom, and she just needs to like back up. Or they have to send the, I don't know, maybe the Warlock up there, maybe the AA up there. AA is a really good split laning pusher, just because of the fact that he ults from across the map.
It's once he gets shard as well, he can actually.
Yeah. He clearly is not Scion because he's not just farming with shard across the entire map right now. Yeah, like I've never seen my AA just walk into the enemy team and just start farming their camps from them, and then walk away. Like that was amusing.
We've got some really good item timings on Diamond Strom. We've got the Ghost Scepter on Snapfire. We've got BKB almost coming up on Tusk. Necrophos has Aeon Disc. Yeah. Big.
His Radiance was off. His Radiance is still off. This is a play. Is he gonna realize? Oh, he did realize because he didn't get the range creep. He thought the range creep was gonna die there.
It didn't seem like there was a reason.
Yeah, he was like, "Why is this range creep not dead?" And he turned it back on.
And they're pushing top. GSP's kind of alone at this point. Nice warding by the Snapfire. And
Diamond Hands have gotten through the hard part of the game. Like they have all these items now and a lot of damage.
And a lot of survivability.
So I think that what happens now is they have to play for the Phantom late game on the side of a Dire. You know, avoid fights, push out towers like they're doing right now, and try to play around Snowstorm getting farmed.
They can still fight. They just need to go about it right. Selena can't be as far up as she has been. They need to get their abilities in the chrono.
Well, with this Aegis up, it's hard to fight into it, right?
They're pushing the top tower. They're forcing it.
It's kind of whatever because he killed the Ursa last anyway.
TP's back.
Okay.
Golem's up in 10 seconds. GSP blinks forward. Aeon Disc procced on Argot 7. Ewell is onto the Ursa with the stun to follow up. It lands perfectly. Can they take out the first life of Ursa before he can do anything? Enrage has been popped. Phantom goes in, drops the chrono, pops the BKB. Kisses come flying in. Now they're going on other people. Down goes Vigeris. Argot 7 almost goes down, but pops the Scepter just in time. Punch takes out Vulgar Vulpix. Stun forward onto Total Drama Pencil, and he goes down. Dragon Slave almost finishes off Ursa, but Ursa hasn't gone down yet. Down he goes to a double edge. TP away by Argot 7. Second life of Ursa. Can he be protected by the Tusk? Nice stun. Second Enrage has been popped. There's a stun by GSP. More stuns. Time Dilation, Laguna Blade, and Mr. World goes down. Golem is not enough to take down Mr. Worldwide.
Ursa did not respect them enough there. He just kind of stood up there with his team behind him, really far behind, and then Tusk wasn't able to snowball save, and that was just an awkward fight.
And Envy had all their things off cooldown. They didn't land everything perfect onto everyone, but it was onto enough people. They got enough in there. Up, and Necro's not respecting things and just gets taken out.
Yeah, they thought they were further ahead than they were, I think, on the Radiant, and then they just ignored the fact that they didn't have BKB on Ursa.
Just like that, things that kind of spun around. Tier 2 towers dropping pretty quickly. Can they save the range creep?
I was proven right once again. They could fight. I was wrong. I like the Yules.
You can always fight if you have a better team fight.
Yeah. It's just getting to take it. Like, I feel like if Radiant's ahead, they can split the map harder and like stop them from being able to take good team fights, but in that case they just fed them a team fight. Because they got too greedy on that tower.
Ooh, Phantom went Butterfly. He split up the mask. I'm glad. No more silencing yourself. And he's got Paladin Sword.
Ghost gives him some damage as well, and he can go Satanic next.
Yeah.
Super value.
I think Scotty would be good for this.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably go Scotty after the...
They have an AA, you don't need the Scotty, do you?
Scotty is still super value.
It's like stats in the slow, I don't know, something.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
something to
it's
do.
not a bad item. It's not an item you dislike getting. That's for sure. I think it's the Radiance.
There's no reason to go any other item.
Okay. I was
Divine.
thinking with Radiance you go MKB,
I
but
mean, you could go AC. That would be the other option. But
okay.
it's kind of
If
whatever.
you want to be classy, you go divine. If you want to win in style, come on.
No.
Oh,
If you want Harb to like actually dox
they go
you,
in
you
forward
Harb.
onto Biggie with a little shredder, and it's just enough. Ice Blast hits onto 3. GSP with a nice stun back. Power goes down. BKB popped by Phantom. He's going forward with the Stampede, but Gadaris is just so far away with so many hits. The Chrono onto 3 though. BKB popped by Tusk, but BKB gets worn out. He's taking out so many people. Snapfire almost goes down, but Snowball actually with the stun and Reaper's off onto Phantom. He time logs off the scythe. Down goes Colddrama Peninsula, and this has been procced. Down goes Ursa before Enraged did nothing. Laguna Blade onto Omo. The only hero left is Necro. He is Yules. He gets stunned. He gets double-edged. He gets stunned. He goes down to the AA. What a kill steal by Bogre Bullpix.
Choice by Diamond Hands to go there again. It's like they don't have the inner clock of when these
Chrono's up.
ults are available. Yeah.
And
especially-
have
Golem,
to-
Golem wasn't even used. That was just
They have
Chrono
to either
and
push out lanes faster and go faster, or just not go. Like, yeah.
Chris is coming in to try to defend the wave. They should be able to clear them out, but they get the cold feet. They get the the stun doesn't quite hit. Ice Path goes out, does not land. They do save.
Double
The
claw
Snapfire.
buyback, and they're still staying in there. This is bravery.
They're doing it. They take down the melee racks and they back
Good
off.
call to back out. Good call to back out.
Good job, good job. Ooh, Ursa's got the shard. I love it. Enrage
Yeah,
on the
that,
Ursa.
it wasn't double range and rage before that you saw. It was just from the Earth shot.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah, it,
Dyer's bottom tower
I totally
um,
missed it.
Yeah, weird choice to buy back on Diamond Hands. It's interesting
The-
that they aren't being active with this. Like, you buy back on both your cores, you want to go find something. You don't want to.
The Chrono's up in 60. Like, you can't wait for this to be up again.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose. Wait, did Necro buy it back? Yeah, they don't want to
Probably
lose.
empty.
Necro's Aeon Disc isn't up yet. It would be bad if they lost another hero.
Pot of Envy with a smart move
Yeah.
to ditch.
Unfortunately, because you bought back both your cores, like, you kind of do have to make some sort of it. Otherwise, it's a complete waste. Like, you need to
Oof.
get something out of it. Like,
What,
you
Envy's
get a Roche,
pushing
that'd
bottom?
be nice. Get the start on, like,
Pot of Envy is
Necro.
not positioned for Roche. I think that they
Yeah, it's up.
Uh,
They should do it.
yeah. They just need to recognize that Roche is up and have that timer ready. That looks like they're going for it now, maybe.
They TP.
let's-
They're feeling it. This is
Yeah.
definitely the time. Oh, they got the shard on. Oh, there's not a shard. I thought they had the sigil.
they
Wow,
got
this
so
Roche
much
is
minus
melting.
armor.
So much minus.
armor.
Ooh, he's got the shard. So is Tusk gonna get the shard for the sigil?
should be, Necro who gets
He picked it
in my
up.
opinion.
He got it.
What is the Necro Shard? That's the Death Pulse range. Yeah, the Death Seeker.
Death
It's,
Seeker.
yeah, it's the
That one's
Necro
like
that
lame though,
pulls
isn't it?
also-
Stampede 4
It
with the
does,
blink.
yeah.
Oh,
Just
but the
angry.
precog fires the cookie and the ice path on the 2. Finally, it's all lining up. There's a sigil to slow them down. There's the Yules into the ice blast, into the stun. Down goes that Gadaris.
I didn't see an Ice Blast there that worked. I don't know. Volga Volpix probably 1k. No clue what he's doing.
Probably.
Definitely not Scion. I mean, like, did
Definitely
he start
not
playing
Scion.
yesterday? Clearly, he should have shot that 2 units further.
Sorry, Vulgar, but looks like you failed the Pot of Wrath support
You failed
criteria.
the acid test.
I'm sorry.
I'm the Viper,
can't
and you're
do
the
it.
failure. Oh wow, that was, yeah, no, that was the perfect Ice Blast. If they had, either they come back in there and they get Ice Blasted, or they leave. Those are the 2 options, and they chose
It did
to
definitely
not
help zone them
Ice
out.
Blasted. Yeah.
And then we still have all the ults back up except for Stampede, which will be up in like 10 seconds. So they should be able to push this high ground, especially with the Shard, Shadow Word. It's just unfair.
GSP with the Shivas to slow the attack speed of Tusk. This is very smart.
Lena, you've got your Null Talisman in your backpack, but you have an open spot. You could be 2 strength tankier than you currently are. Ice Pack connects
This is
onto
a
1.
mistake.
bottom tower has been denied.
He's waiting for BKB.
Wait, what was the silence? Do they have a silence? Who's the silent? Who was the silent? Oh,
That's a
yeah,
Mindbreaker.
the Mindbreaker. Nice. Chrono hits onto 2. Ice Blast comes in. They connect on Jakiro. Jakiro goes down. Golem hits onto 2. Aeon Disc does proc. Down. Go buyback by Omo after he dies. Oh god, Necro's about to die as well. Warlock does go down to that scythe probably, but I wasn't actually watching. Buyback by Jakiro as well. Morimus Kiss is doing full duration. Phantom time walks out, gets off a lot of the damage. BKB popped by Tusk. Golem is there just driving everyone away in snow as well. And on the down goes Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, jeez. Oh no, that's so sad.
He just was probably frantically button mashing it or just forgot about it. And no
quick
buyback by
cast.
anyone. No one has buyback.
This is game. This is.
Blink
this
forward,
is a lower
GSP gets the
bracket.
stun, and nice set follow-up stun by Light Strike Array. Down goes Snapfire.
Omo
Vulgar
with the
finally goes down to
value
Omo in the backside. Sigil and Snowball, slowed by time dilation, and he's just gonna get walked down. All heroes are
I
dead
think
except for Kadaris.
This game, Radiant, as Harbinger was saying, if they just play around the enemy timings and their own timings a bit better, then they might come out a bit better in this game. It felt like they just were either too rushed or going too slowly, and that's a GG. Yeah,
call.
it just felt like they were not on the clock properly. They were like varying their tempo too much. It's like driving with someone who is bad at stick shift. You just kind of get jerked around a little bit, you know?
That's a really good analogy. You
Good
feel,
job
you feel all
for
the
both
bumps. Yeah.
teams. Unfortunately, like that second game there, they definitely had a chance, Diamond Hands, but they weren't able to bring it back fully. And Pot of Envy just knows when to fight. They take some good fights. They win the game.
Well, congrats to Pot of Envy for winning game number 2. That's a 2-0 sweep. But don't worry, anyone who's fans of Diamond Hands, this is the upper bracket, so we will see Diamond Hands again next week up against someone I don't know, and
Let
we'll
me
see
check. I'm almost there. Don't
we'll
worry.
see Envy in 2 weeks up against Grin Reavers. I think it's gonna be like a
Great
rematch,
Reapers.
which is really
Yeah.
messed up because that was last
They
season.
lost. Yeah. So let's see here. Who is the? Yeah, they're going to be facing Persephone. I know nothing about Persephone,
Persephone.
but
Okay.
I would have to assume. I think the Diamond Hands, if they just if they look at that game and they go back over it, they can probably find a lot of places where they can improve. And I think if they get the drafts down a bit and the play a bit down a bit, they can definitely. They probably have the skill to be able to take a game up anyone, probably. Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else, Harp?
Yeah, got any comments?
No,
Why is Pot of Envy terrible, Harp? Continue.
I mean, it's whatever.
Okay. They did well. We got some S tier players here.
Oh, I blame them when I do VOD review.
I
Well-
think that it's definitely the case that only times that I ever sound smart is when I just repeat Harp. So I appreciate Harp for letting me steal all of his talking points.
Well, thank you both very much for joining. It's been a fun casting in the playoffs. Congrats
Yeah.
to you indeed for the game yesterday. So I guess
I missed every single ultimate on Mars and it didn't matter. That's because my team's good.
Oh, I missed out on that. That's
Yeah.
missing.
No, you go back and watch. Andre flames me the entire time.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for watching. That'll be all for tonight. See y'all next week.
GG's.
Yep, GG's.